everybody. I hope I did this right. This is the first week I've done this completely on my own, solo, with no help. And I got to tell you, I'm back home and I feel like my space got that much smaller. Oh, it's so nice to see you all. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Things and stuff. Paradox Fossils, Lady Nopingham, Stella David Soul Coaching, Christina Bell, my wifey Maraid, Davey Jones Locker, yes, GemmaJadeYT Party, Mac Taylor, what's up, girl? Pam Cakes, Ghost Dragons, hey love, Blue Hair On, my fellow Jersey girl, Casey, hey sweetheart, so nice to see you in here. Vixen Doe, Mr. Crowley, Jarvis, Andrew and Gnomes, welcome. Larry A, thank you so much. Happy birthday, and thank you so much for the super chat. Straight from the door, I appreciate it. Julie S828, welcome. I know that is a new name, but I think I know who you are. Shauna and Blue Crossroads, putting up the patio furniture and giving the dogs Stormageddon 2022. Really? It's so beautiful here. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get some kind of crazy storm, but you're in Tennessee and I'm in Jersey. I'm going to have to check the weather. Diesel Girl, what's up, girl? So just let me get a little bit organized here. First of all, we got to do Larry first and Julie second because Larry's birthday and Julie's new. And then Stella, you're only 3 after that. I know you said you're tired, so I'll get to you right away. Lotus, what's up, baby girl? So this is the first time I'm doing this by myself, so just bear with me. Yay! Super chat is open, super stickers, and PayPal and Cash App links are in the description box because I put them there myself because I did it myself. Yay! So I have most of my decks, pretty much all of them. I think I'm at like 62 decks now or more. So I've got them all like kind of huddled together here. Blue Crossroads, I just read that about the hurricanes. I hope you guys are going to be safe and okay. All right. So hopefully I'm not missing anybody. Yeah, good crowd. Good crowd. All right. Why don't we just get started and we'll do a birthday reading for Larry using Dragon Path. Why not? Guys, don't forget to hit the like button and share out if you wouldn't mind. I would really appreciate it. Larry, you got the card of Gaia. Which, by the way, guys, if I can go off on a small tangent, I just got the Gaia network, like, to stream. Oh my gosh. Lots of stuff about like hybrids, extraterrestrials, and they have like a week-long trial before they'll charge you if you guys want to check it out. Gaia Network. So Larry, this is card number 31. Beautiful card. The dragon Gaia is the earth keeper and carries Gaia's ancient knowledge deep within her. She is one of the oldest dragons yet to come to earth. Quote, I am the etheric body of your planet. I urge you to protect her and all who dwell upon her. I will guide you into restoring balance. What is done cannot be undone, and alas, some things are gone forever. Have courage to stand up for what you believe in your heart to be true, and I will stand with you. You can be that change. End quote. Call upon her support when you are working on a new project and need to anchor its energy fully. You can invoke her wisdom when any form of group work is taking place to anchor the collective vibration of the planet. Make use of her grounding energy She is also here now to help ground the frequencies of the fifth dimension and above, which are coming into our consciousness. She will guide us when we are ready to reignite the light of the Earth's grids. The deep healing this invokes will help Gaia and us as humans to build peace on Earth and a future that is sustainable. So possibly the obvious here, starting a new project, right? And I do have a beautiful card holder. Thank you to Ghost Dragons. I feel like I have like an eyelash in my eye, but the angle of this camera prevents me from using it, but I will be using it for personals. So you could be starting a new project this week, whether you know it or not. Definitely an opportunity for something to expand this week, Larry. Either expanding on an idea of something new that you've been wanting to start for a while, or actually an expansion of a business that's already started or something that you've already started. I am getting this as a little bit more work related vibe than romance, but it could be romance as well. It could be expanding on a friendship, maybe getting closer with someone that you just met or that you're reconciling with. But I definitely see a lot of opportunity this week, Larry, for you to really expand on things in general. Expand your mind, expand your business, expand a relationship, expand your consciousness if you want to get into meditating and do something to reconnect with the earth this week, even if it's just going for a simple walk. A lot of places, at least on the East Coast, and forgive me, I don't remember where exactly you're from, but I know it's starting to be, it's beautiful here. Summer's coming. I don't know why I just said summer's coming on the East Coast as if anywhere else it's not. I'm like confused tonight. Summer's coming, right? So it's going to be time to get out there and do things. But I think this week is going to be like your opportunity to like usher in something fun and new and exciting that I think you've been waiting for this for a while. Wow, we got a whole bunch of new people coming in here. Josephine, yes, reading. Hi. What's up, girl? Nice to see you. Sophia, are you new? I don't remember if I saw that name here before. Oh my gosh, I know there is something in my eye and it's just driving me nuts. Pine Island Research. So Steve Stockton told me that you wanted to have me on your show, and I'm like, yes, absolutely. Just email me, boo. Aunt Edna, so nice to see you. Ann Palmer. My beautiful elven goddess, sweetly morbid bear. Be kind. I have not seen her yet, Aunt Edna. All right. No, don't tell me that, Mr. Crowley. I was so excited. I'm like, yes, I'm finally going to be able to like be outside and play. And Mr. Crowley says 70s today, Gemma, but look at next week, back to the 40s. You've got to be crapping me. I'm tired of having to wear jackets, like sincerely. I swear the spring and winter are fighting over custody of New Jersey right now. So, Larry, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for that gift. And just thank you. Thank you for being you and for being part of our group. Yes, Miss Sophia. Let me just put you up here. Okay. Montrose, Colorado. You're very welcome. Okay. Julie, S828. This, guys, I'm so sorry. I keep like, I'm telling you, like, do you know that it feels like there's like a phantom hair or something right here? Okay. Let's go with heal yourself. Three Souls, what's up? Long day, yeah. Today's a pretty long day for me too. I'm cutting off one of my meds. And I haven't been feeling the best, but I've been wanting to get off it for a while. And I happen to have left it at I left it at my mom's when I came home, so that I really don't have a choice. All right, Miss Julie. Card number 29, discover your life purpose. Start asking yourself, what is the meaning of your life? As a soul who is having a physical experience, you are here to grow and learn. You are being asked to immerse yourself in this life by expanding, stretching, and understanding your reasons for being here. Nothing is impossible for a soul who is following her or his destiny. Your guides, angels, and higher self are constantly communicating with you through signs, feelings, people, books, etc. Follow your hunches. You are being given important guidance, which may show up via a strong feeling to travel somewhere, to speak to someone, attend a seminar, write, paint, etc. No matter how far-fetched your inner guidance is, you need to listen. Your soul's purpose includes a combination of experiences that your mind doesn't understand, but that your soul needs to process to learn and grow. Some of these experiences will be enjoyable and heightened. Others will be challenging and cause you to struggle. But through them, you will know yourself. Give yourself permission to focus on what really makes your heart sing and put your intensity of emotion into attracting what you desire. So, Julie, the really important thing about this card is, I mean, there's a few aspects of it for sure, but the main thing I got was understanding that even if we don't understand something as human beings, it is part of our path and something that our soul needs to learn. So we're not going to always understand everything that's happening or even everything that we want or want to do. We may not even understand all the messages, and usually don't, that are coming in for us. I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of that this week. A lot of random, ooh, why did I just have that thought? Or why am I thinking of calling this person? Or, oh, I want, McDonald's for lunch, and you haven't eaten McDonald's in 10 years. And when you go to McDonald's, you like run into somebody. Something is happening. There's a chain of events happening in your life right now that you're probably not going to see the end effect of these events for like a while. Okay. It's definitely not going to be this week, but some kind of chain reaction is starting this week, Julie. And it's going to happen only based on you following your intuition and your instincts. I always tell people all the time, if your spirit doesn't sit right around someone, if you just meet someone and they are the friendliest mother effer that you've ever met in your life, but there's something inside of you that's telling you like something's off, that's your spirit not sitting right around that person, and you shouldn't be around them. It's following instincts like that, things that your soul and your energy know that you as a human being don't have access to anymore. So definitely follow your intuition and your gut this week. I want to claw my eye out. And she's back. All right. Paradox. Paradox, Archangel, Animal. I'm going to end up having to put my AC on for real, though. Okay. Seriously? You guys see something in my eye? All right, Mr. Paradox. Cat, be relaxed and independent. All felines originate from Orion, the constellation of enlightenment and wisdom, and are highly evolved fifth-dimensional psychic beings. Domestic cats watch over and protect the homes where they live, while big cats are watchers and protectors of the planet. They're all healers. Cats know how to relax at a deep core level so that they can access pure spiritual guidance and spread this information to humans and animals. They bring qualities of enlightenment to Earth and help to raise the frequency of everyone in their vicinity. These highly independent animals do not need humans, but they have offered to serve and help us on our spiritual journey. When you receive this card, you are reminded that everything you need to know is already within you. Take time to let yourself relax and surrender to the divine in order to access your innate wisdom and knowing. Then be aware you will be raising your frequency as well as that of all those around you. When you are centered and calm, Archangel Raphael connects with you and your psychic and spiritual awareness develops. You spread peace, love, and healing. Being centered in yourself confers protection on you, your home, and your loved ones. As the universe watches over you, it also enables the angelic realms to bring you your heart's desire. You are invited to be courageous and independent today and do what is right for you. Remember that if something is for your highest good, it is for the highest good of those around you too. And that's a really good point, Paradox. If something's for your highest good, it's for the highest good of everybody. Thinking outside the box and unselfishly. Not saying you're selfish. I'm just saying we should all be striving to think unselfishly in all things. And that's really hard to do because we're humans and ego's in the way. And I truly believe that's why we don't remember. We don't come here remembering that we're connected to source because we put ego in there to make sure that we didn't keep snapping back into it. So don't let your ego get the better of you this week. And I do feel like there's something coming in for you this week, especially that's going to really make you feel in your power. Something that's going to just make you feel really good, and something that's going to, you're going to be like, yes, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. Now, whether that's going to last, it doesn't have to be a feeling of love, but it could be a new job. It could just be a heightened state of awareness or a, happier state of being, whatever it is. You're going to be like, man, I can get used to this. Just know that you can stay that way. All you have to do is manifest it. And we're always going to keep talking over and over again about the power of positive manifestation and mindset. If you have a domestic cat, make sure you stay up with its health, stay caught up with the vet and all that good stuff. Because I kind of got a little bit of a sicky feeling when I touched that card at first. Cindy, hi. And welcome. Cindy with an I. I like it. I like it. All right, Lady Nopingham. Let's do Fairy Temple. Julie says, oh, where did she go? There it is. And thank you all for being so kind. Listen, I am so proud of this community. I love being a part of it. Everyone is so friendly, whether you've been here, the whole almost 2 years now I've been doing this, or 18 months, however long it's been, or you just came in, and they'll make a friend of you. They'll make family of you for sure. So we don't have a lot of, thank goodness, negativity in here, and we're all kind of a big family, and obviously welcome to it for sure. Oh, Cindy, you're very welcome. I love Gemma's energy. Well, thank you. All right, Lady Nopingham, let's do this. Heart of the Rose. This card comes up, I've only pulled from this deck maybe 5 times, and this card has come up every single time. Coalesce, connection, and seeds of love. And this is for Miss Lady Nopingham here. The rose hip fairy plants seeds of love in the heart of the rose and the hearts of lovers. The first seed she plants is of self-compassion to soothe low self-love. Heart medicine is one of her specialties, as she knows exactly which seeds heal a wounded and broken heart. Restoring trust, esteem, and emotional unity is her higher purpose. When you are weary, the rosehip fairy will smile for you, cry raindrops for you, and set you free. With the light of love, she plants more seeds of conscious connection, intimacy, and faith. Opening hearts, she supports you to embrace and receive multifaceted love. Relationships are cyclic, ever-changing, and evolving. Weave, flow, and fly with the rosehip fairy as you adapt to fresh chapters of change. Roses radiate the divine scent of unconditional love. Breathe it in. Surrender with the power of forgiveness to dissolve any walls you have placed around your heart for your own protection. When love is in the heart, fear cannot dwell there. Seeking the beauty in love with genuine appreciation and intention is a conscious choice. Come, plant the seeds of love in your heart's garden and feel them blossom and bloom. Affirmation, true love starts with me. And that is so very true. So, Lady Nopingham, I would say you can, if there's some kind of, I don't want to say grudge because that's not the right word. If there's some kind of, if there's something negative that you've been holding on to for a really long time, whether it be how you feel about a person, how you feel about yourself, how you feel about a specific aspect of your life, or all of the above, the Rosehip Fairy invites you this week to try and do everything from a place of love, even with people who you can't really stand. Try it on for a day, try it on for a week, and see how that feels for you. If anything, if nothing else, maybe it's not going to help you make amends with people outside of you, but I really think it's going to help heal certain parts of yourself that are still in trauma bonds, that are still looking for love in all the wrong places, or that feels, like a part of you that you feel, even if it subconsciously, is unlovable. Call on the Rosehip Fairy. I call on different kinds of fairies all the times, and guides and angels, whoever you need in the moment, right? We're all one, we're all connected. So, yeah, Lady Nopingham, I really think this is going to be a period of great healing in your life, starting with this week. So I would, keep my faith in that, put a lot of hope into it, because I really feel like certain things are going to come to fruition with you. Maybe not, like I said, so much on an outside level, but things inside of you are going to be changing for the absolute better, as long as you try to remain conscious at all times to approach everything and everyone from a place of love. 100% of the time, not possible, but maybe it is. I'd like to be the one who reaches that. Do you know what I mean? Haven't done it yet, but every day I'm like, I'm not going to snap today. I'm not going to snap today. Did I already lose my place? That was Lady Nopingham. Yes. Okay. So Miss Stella, are you still here? Stella David? You're very welcome, madam. Do you know what that's like? Like, there's nothing there. There's like literally nothing there. I was just, Blue Crossroads, I was just going to say that. Okay, Stella, I see you. Thank you. Cindy L, we have our own quote unquote clique too. It's just that everyone is a part of it. Yeah, unless you're an a-hole or major B word. And even then we kind of try to bring people into our little circle. So no worries here. That's for sure. All right, Miss Stella David. By the way, SMB, I have had Work B by Britney Spears stuck in my head since last Sunday when you sent it to me. It's that serious. I had RJ dancing to it today. I don't know why I'm sitting like this. Like I'm sitting like a complete dumb butt. Nicole Dudas, what's up, cuzzo? So good to see you. Thank you for coming in. No, I love it. I love it. I love Britney. Are you kidding me? It's Britney chick. I'm that person that's like, don't talk about Britney that way, you bitch. Okay. Or we can do that. Sorry, guys. It takes me just a little bit to get in the groove of the readings, and then I just... Oh, that's right. You don't like getting read. Come on, cards. All right. Stella, sorry about that. These cards have a lot of energy. I haven't used them in at least over a month. Secret Spring, and that's the card of success. Card number 34. You stand behind a thicket of ferns at the edge of a secret spring. Gazing across the still water, you see a boat silently gliding towards you, a glowing light hanging loosely from its bow. The fairy of the spring floats above the boat. Her wings are radiant and shimmering. She knows that you are there and smiles at you. It's said that anyone who sees the secret spring fairy on a starry night will be blessed with success beyond measure. All things are possible. The more you honor and celebrate the success that you already have, the more success will pour into your life. And the more you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune you will have. Act as if and feel as if you are wildly successful, and even more success will develop. Accept that you are already thriving. You are, and the more victories will emerge. If a situation seems to knock you down, get up and take a moment to explore what you learned, and then keep going. In Celtic tradition, secret springs were magical. Water was the source of life. And in their legends, mystical beings would emerge out of the springs and later returned through them. Fairy queens and mythic heroes were said to have emerged from the springs, and these sacred well springs were a place to commune with the divine. Good fortune bless those who honor the spirit of the secret spring. The spirit of the secret spring says success is flowing into your life. Vitality and a glowing, youthful renewal of your body are occurring. Now is the time to take action in support of your dreams. There is no need to struggle. The universe has your back. This is a really fortuitous card. And this is something that I say all the time. Hardy har har, Barry Crump. You like that? You should hear my Italian. Stella, I say this all the time, and some people give me kind of heck for it when I'm like, yeah, act as if. But that's what manifestation is. Like when you write down an affirmation, you're supposed to write something to the effect of, I am so grateful for, having $1 million in the bank and more. You're supposed to be acting as if, that kind of fake it till you make it mentality. And a lot of people say that's inauthentic, but I've noticed that it works. And then every time I fall off doing the manifestations, or when I fall off being like super positive and I fall off acting as if, things start going right back downhill. So this is a card that I really truly believe in. Act as if you already have, not are receiving, you already have everything you've ever wanted in life and more. Don't limit yourself. Okay. Whenever you do your affirmations, whether it be verbally or whether you write them down, don't ever limit yourself. It's always add at the end and more. And I feel like this week, just like spring coming in, secret spring, it's talking about water, but also spring is here, right? And I feel like the spring is going to be a really amazing time for you to see the power of positive manifestation and the power of negative too, if you're not careful. So try to always look on the bright side, think on the bright side, and act as if in all of your affairs, even if it's acting as if, your a-hole cousin doesn't come to your birthday party this year, act as if they already turned the invitation down. It sounds silly, but things that simple, doing little positive or negative manifestations like that, will get you in the habit of doing even larger ones. I saw someone come in that Pam Smith, thank you so much for that super chat. Yes, I definitely will. Larry, thank you so much. Where the Wind Blows. Yes, that was the name I saw come in. I can kind of see. Oh, there it is. Larry, thank you for that. I've been looking for that. Hi, guys, and our beautiful Indian girl, Gemma. Well, how are you? So, Christina Bell, our elusive ninja, are you here? And then we'll go to Sophia, Barry Crump, and Where the Wind Blows. I recognize the names, but have you ever been in this chat before? please let me know. And yeah, Sophia. Sophia. We're going to go with the Lantern Oracle. Oh, ouch. You guys have a lot of energy tonight. These cards are just jumping all over everything here. Ah, Anna. There we go. Christina was just visiting. Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know, Miss SMB. All right, Sophia, you got the card of transitions. I'm telling you, this is absolutely killing me. I don't know what this is, guys, but on break, I'm going to go and like cut my eyelashes off if this doesn't go away. All right, Sophia, card number 37, card of transitions. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. Transitions bridge our life from one significant change to the next. They are the periods between one way, phase, or chapter in life and another. As interms that follow turning points of no return, they bookmark the times that we have had to figure out how to make our life work again. Transitioning takes as long as it takes to adapt to new circumstances or perspectives. The tension of not being able to turn back and not knowing how to adjust effectively to what is new can be disconcerting. There can be varying degrees of pain, resistance, and inner turmoil as we struggle to break our former self into a new way of life and version of ourselves. Until we figure out how all that is new to us works and reconcile ourselves with it, it can be difficult to trust others as well as ourselves. At these points of no return, we can either freeze, fight as if we can do something about what has already happened, or grow. Stepping or being thrust over a new threshold requires courage. There are no guarantees that familiarizing ourselves with our new direction will yield anything amenable to us. All that we can do is give life our best by being in the moment and putting 100% into effectively dealing with whatever presents itself. We learn as we grow. Once we know better, we do better. Transitions are raw and unstable periods that require time and patience to adjust and recalibrate. Trying to go back is an illusory trap that would be best to avoid. Understand that a return to what is past is not possible. The reality of it no longer exists for you. However, to complete the process of transition, you must choose to leave and let go of what was. Whether this change in circumstance is something that you have wanted or not is irrelevant. You need to be the one who internally realizes what was to truly enter into what is now. The sooner you own the departure and reconcile yourself with whatever the change is, the smoother and briefer your period of transition will be. A minor or major time of transition may be at hand. The crone wishes to assure you that it is always okay for your period of transition to be messy, awkward, uncomfortable, and met with resistance. Be gentle with yourself as you find your new rhythm, routine, and way. It is helpful to reflect upon prior transitions and the wisdom gained from each, as well as to keep note of those going forward. Crone's message: transitions are the blessings rarely recognized as such at the time. And that's not to say all transitions are bad, but I mean, all transitions are bringing us into something new, or should be if we're going about, if we're lifing kind of the quote unquote right way, right? I feel like this card is telling you, Sophia, that it is time for a change in your life. Whether you see it or not is a different story. And it's going to be one of those things. Where I'm trying to explain. Welcome, Madison. So glad you can make it. Tell your sister thank you. It's going to be one of those things where like not deciding is making a decision. And I've been saying this a lot in personal readings, that if the universe has to make the choice for you because you're procrastinating so much and like something has to be done, the universe loves us and wants us to be and do our best. So the universe is going to make the hardest choice for us, which teaches us the most, but which usually means that we're going to have to go through the most crap instead of if we had just decided it was time for a change or took the signs from the universe that it was time for a change and acted on them in the first place. I would not procrastinate any longer on a major decision, whether it be leaving a relationship, starting a business, getting a new job, whatever it is, it's going to be different for everybody. Sophia, I really feel like time to make that change is now. Another opportunity, because I feel like there have already been some, is going to be coming in for you this week to do just that. I would take it if I were you, because I'm getting, not that the universe can be impatient, but to humanize it, I'm getting a little impatience, quote unquote, off the universe. Like they're going to choose for you and very soon. And it's going to be a lot messier if the universe chooses for us. And, maybe it's one of those things where you're like, trust me, it couldn't get any messier. Trust me, it will. Take every opportunity you can. Sweetly Morbid Bear, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. SMB says, soul siblings, please, when we're done here, please come back and leave a comment. Validation is always nice, even for the seer. It also spreads the love and awareness as well as the algorithm. Yes. And, that validation does mean a lot to me. It's not something that I need in order to know that I'm right, but it does make me feel good to know that I got the right message across to you guys, because it happened last week. Sometimes things get jumbled for me. I'll have 5 people whose name begins with an R and they're all written down, and I make a mistake and I tell, I'm not perfect either. So the point is to get all of the right messages to the right people at the right time. Judy Wheeler, welcome. So please, that does really help me if you leave a comment. Remember, guys, to email me at GemmaJadeParanormal@gmail.com or moonbearoracle@gmail.com, where I am doing for the month of April, possibly a little bit longer, donation only oracle readings. I don't know if I'm going to charge anymore. I'm going to be charging on Etsy. So I think my YouTube, I might take like a certain amount a month and just kind of do them the way I used to for donation only. Melissa Nicole, thank you for that too. Madison, I was in the middle of a reading. That's why that was a little choppy. But yes, welcome. I'm so happy to see all the new names in here. Tell your sister thank you so much for giving you the link. And I'll get to you in just a few minutes. My beautiful wifey, Miss Mairead. The Etsy shop is there. I believe it's called Moon Bear Crafts or something. I don't know why my friend named it that. But I'm waiting for the spray bottle containers. I'm making like empowerment spray, passion sprays, all handmade, handcrafted. I'm putting little crystals at the bottom of each spray, and I'm going to do it through Etsy. And I'm hoping to have that out. I was going to say by next weekend, but with Easter coming up, you guys know that's a huge day for me in my religion. Easter is the biggest day of the year. So I have a lot to do this Sunday. But within 2 weeks, and that's a definite, I already have everything for it, and it doesn't take nearly as much as jewelry making, which I still have all that stuff too. I don't know about a love potion, but a potion to maybe help you love yourself a little better. Sure. I prefer to call it a spray. You don't drink them, but room spritz and little perfume spritzes, I guess. Mairead, you got Shaman Spiral, card number 8, awareness, practice, and connection. But I will definitely let you guys know in the community tab as soon as the Etsy shop goes with things for sale. Yes, Blue Heron. Help out our fellow Jersey girl, our fellow tribe members, been with us pretty much from the beginning. All right, Mairead. The solitary shaman, the walker between worlds who bridges the gap between the physical and non-physical realities. Call on this spirit to help her when in need of connection and awareness of self and your surroundings. She will guide you when in need and be an invisible ally. The spiral into self indicates a knowing of who you are past the physical body and where you came from without the need for ego. Didn't I just say before that I believe ego is something that our higher selves created to stop us from realizing we have higher selves? This card represents the knowing of yourself, Mairead, the true you, your spirit, a deepening of your awareness and understanding of the world through a shaman's eyes. You see, when our physical body dies, our soul lives on to reincarnate again and again. So who are you without the limitation of your body? One needs to look very deep to take off the restrictions of who we think we are. If we were never to interact with another person, who would we express ourselves as? Are you comfortable with who you are on the inside, and does it match the person you are on the outside? Is there an ego that needs to be set aside, or do you need to find your inner strength to be who you are truly meant to be, free of the harsh judgments we find from those around us? Are you with like-minded people or people who support and love you unconditionally? Only when you love who you are on the inside and fully know who you are by doing what brings you joy will you then not care what others think of you. Standing proud and confident in your own skin is a powerful energy to be reckoned with. From this place, you can take on anything. When you find this place, remember what it feels like. So when you are feeling off center and need to find your strength again, you can look within. The shaman spiral is also showing a need to practice your spirituality. What are your rituals? What is your self-care? You may be getting stuck in your physical material world and getting bogged down. Start doing the practice, wake up and meditate, light your incense on your altar, or sit with a tree each day until you feel it speak to you. Doing the work means showing up and making the spiritual connections necessary to feed your spirit and keep you uplifted in the physical world. So I feel like this week you should be getting out and doing things that you love. Okay. There might've been something that happened there. Whether it be like an outward thing, like something that happened to you or something that happened within you, Mairead, that maybe you kind of stopped having fun for a little while there. There's also something I feel like you want to get into doing. I feel like I'm getting this feeling of like expectation mixed with like want. Like there's something you want to get into doing. Like me, I keep saying I'm going to get back into yoga in the morning, but I never get a chance to do it. You got to make the chance. And that's what I believe the universe is telling you with this card. Make the chance. Just get up one day and do it. Okay. My favorite recovery slogan is nothing changes if nothing changes. But it's true. Change one little thing every single day until you get to where you want to be. But if you don't start with that one little change, nothing's going to change if you do the same thing every day. I mean, I can go on and talk myself in circles on that one, but you really need to get up. And I'm not saying you're not making an effort at doing things that you love, but I feel like there's something missing. You know what it is, or what you know what you want to try. But you just haven't like found the time, or you've made an excuse, or, it doesn't agree with the rest of your schedule, whatever. All right. So we have Cindy, just let me know you're still here. Davey Jones Locker, Mac Taylor, and Lotus Girl. Just let me know, guys, that you're all still here, please. Lotus, I know you listen. Oh, there you are. These phones. Chillin' Charlie, welcome. All right. I want to thank you guys too for being so patient with me. A lot of you know the transitions I've been dealing with in the past week or so. Well, really in the past couple months, but really dealing with a lot of stuff. Okay, so we can do Madison after Cindy if Cindy's even still here. Thank you, Mac, for letting me know, because I didn't know that. That's not what I was looking for, but okay. Is this acceptable? Once you feel you are being avoided by someone, never disturb them again. Is this a polite way to say ghosting? Madison, I'll do next. Barry Crump. I don't ever feel it's acceptable to ghost anybody. Cindy, you are here. Okay, good. But I feel the same way. It's like if someone's avoiding me, I'm not going to go out of my way to chase them. But honestly, that's something that I need to get out of. And I feel like you should at least give the person a chance to explain. I found this out recently where I went like 2.5 to 3 weeks with just thing on top of thing on top of thing, where I really didn't have like a second to, you know, I would message people back like, I'll talk to you later, and then never get back to them. And I lost a couple of friends that I had to reach back out to and say, hey, I really was super busy. I wasn't avoiding you. So, I mean, it's all about personal preference, and it also depends on the situation. But I would say that's a polite way to say ghosting. And if you're more comfortable giving the person their space, then I don't see anything wrong with that. All right, we're going to do Cindy and then Madison. Cindy, let's do myths and mermaids. And then I think after Madison, we have everyone that's brand new. Barry, unless I don't remember if I've seen you in here or not. Melissa Nicole, I am an awesome pen pal, actually. You're very welcome. Yeah, you know, like I'm trying to do 2 channels. I do the after hour show. I'm on Paranormal Chop Shop. I'm a stay-at-home mom to a toddler. I've been moving back and forth between my house and my mom's because my stepdad died. And then 3 weeks before that, my best friend of 26 years and the father of one of my kids also died suddenly. So this year has been insane for me, but I do feel it getting a lot better. Okay. Cindy, you got card number 18, the Arcimboldo Mermaid. Interesting. Alone we drift distractedly a party, drawn apart, together we're invincible, a living work of art. At first glance, she's a pretty mermaid lass, gazing soulfully with her large, pale eyes. A closer inspection reveals the myriad of fish and other ocean dwellers that comprise her luxuriant tale, combining to create a living work of art. Divination, the sum of your parts. Lately, you've been experiencing feelings of self-deprecation. Maybe you've been studying your figure with a dissatisfied eye or bemoaning the size of your feet. I do both of those things on a regular basis. You need to stop the hypercritical analyzing before you sink any lower. You're so much more than a collection of parts. Other people do not look at you through the lens of a microscope, and it's unhealthy to do so to yourself. Concentrate instead on the beautiful person you are as a whole and treat yourself with love and affection. Cindy, the antithesis. You have so many positive qualities, but lately you've been neglecting some of them. If you combine your talents and abilities, even if they do not seem connected, you will become a more dynamic person. Now, this didn't come out upside down, but I like to do the antithesis as well for these cards because it kind of all meshes together. Definitely need to watch that negative self-talk this week, Cindy, okay? Jilly, welcome. It's a time for a positive manifestation. It's a time for focusing on our positive qualities and the positives of others. I know that's a lot easier said than done, but again, if you can make it a habit, if you can get into the routine. If you feel like you have to impress the people around you, then maybe you should consider finding other people to hang around. And I'm not saying throw people away, but think about it. If people want to be around you because you're constantly entertaining them, or if you have to be inauthentic, that's a better way of saying it. If you have to be inauthentic to keep people in your life, then perhaps those aren't the right people to have in your life. Okay. If people are being too critical of you, which I really do feel like they've been, and this is what's making you be so hypercritical of yourself, you need to not ghost these people, not shut these people out, but what the universe usually suggests is putting up boundaries and sticking to them and saying, listen, so-and-so, I love you. I love being around you. You're welcome in my house, in my space, whatever, anytime, but not if all you're going to do is criticize my parenting or criticize whatever, okay? This week is going to be a test from the universe on whether or not you can make boundaries, set and state them clearly, and then stick to them. If you can't, I feel like the same test and lesson is going to come up over and over again until you can, because you're ready to step into that power, Cindy. Okay? No more negative self-talk. You are a badass bitch. Wake up every morning and say that shit to yourself in the mirror. For real. All right. Madison. Miss Madison, let's see what we got for you here. Let's do Magic of You. I know if Lotus isn't still in here, she's definitely listening. But Andrew wants to know if Lotus is still here. Ghost Dragons, exactly. Stand strong, stand tall. You're very welcome, and I hope that you do. All right, Madison. Orenda, card number 22. Honor your mystical creative force. Love this card. This is the card that got my video, my thumbnail banned like 4 times because I didn't realize there was a boob in it. Like, who reports me for that? There is a mystical force present in all people that empowers them to affect the world or effect change in their own lives. Orenda appears when it is time to make a sacrifice in order to move into the next creative expression of self. The maiden contemplates her role in creation, the seed, the birth, the nurture, the release, both in her ability to procreate and her choices of expressing her creative force in relationships. Music, art, and food. She sits bathed in the light of the distant full moon, her mystical powers reflecting far into the past and far into the future. The sacred snake extends from her woven hair. Her blood is offered to it as a sacrifice. It is the sacred dance of creation to give life and in return have some of her own taken away, transferred, and transformed. This card embodies the ancient goddess as she was depicted in the Garden of Eden as a primordial omniscient serpent, the bearer of wisdom. If this card is drawn by a woman seeking to start a family, it confers pregnancy and fertility. Orenda relates to all the sacred female cycles, the transitions of maiden to mother to crone, blessing them as divine and equally valuable and beautiful. So, Madison, I feel like, just as with a few other readings that I did tonight, it's a time for transition in your life. It's a time to move forward with an idea or a project or just with a way of being, a way of living, doing something that you've been wanting to do for a really long time, despite whether the people around you agree, despite whether or not you're having a bad day. Like, the universe wants you to take the necessary steps, and they want you to start at least putting a plan into motion this week to make this change in your life. I don't get it so much as a tower moment, though, like I did with the other transition card. I get it like it's what's going to happen before the tower moment. So I feel like you're very capable of making whatever this transition is. It could even be a good transition, like, going from being someone's girlfriend to, getting engaged or whatever. If you can have kids and get pregnant, I'd be very careful if that's not what you're trying to do this week and probably for the rest of the month. If that's not the case, I feel like someone around you could be trying to conceive or about to conceive. Madison, I feel like the universe is telling you everything that you have is within you and around you to do and achieve exactly what you want to in life. The issue that I'm getting from the universe is you're allowing too much input from other people. And this has to stop. This is another one of those cards where I feel like there's a lot of confusion because of not making clear boundaries, okay? I feel like you're setting boundaries in your head, like, I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. And then the next time that person that treated you that way comes around, because you want to see the good in people and because maybe you don't like confrontation, you're allowing it to happen over and over again. And the universe is saying you need to cut who or whatever this is out, okay? That's not in tune with your highest good and your highest self before you can even attempt to move anywhere. And I would start doing that this week. Pam Smith, that would be awesome. Davey Jones Locker. You guys know how I feel about Easter. I don't have to say it. All right. Davey Jones's Locker. Just let me grab this deck over here. Oh my gosh, this thing in my eye. Like, it's still there, guys. Lotus, you're next, honey. Oh no, Mac Taylor, then you, sweetie. We don't have holy water at my church because I'm a non-denominational Christian. But yes, if you go to a Catholic mass, can't ever hurt to have some holy water around. My eye. I think I might have gotten it though. All right, Davey Jones Locker, I hope you're still here. Oh, Parasolo said, Gemma is pretty good at this stuff. I'd be lost if I tried tarot cards. Well, you know, it's funny that you should say that because I actually don't do as well with actual tarot cards. These are oracles, so they're a little different. Same idea, but you get a lot more, in my opinion, you get a lot more messages, like a lot more room with the messages with oracle, like a lot more room for stuff to come in, because like the tower means one thing and death means another and temperance means another, and there's 72 or 76 cards, something like that. But with oracle, there could be any number of messages that come through, and that's why I read intuitively as well. A lot of people, and to each their own, only read what the book says. Not me. I tried that, and you guys know me, I couldn't stop talking. Like, I just kept going because these messages were just flowing through me. I think a lot of you were there the first time I just was goofing around with Steve, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I could still do this really well. All right, Davey Jones, are you still here? Jennifer, absolutely not. Nope. Sorry, I didn't see you come in, sweetie. No, I didn't even finish an entire page yet, and by the time everybody like doesn't show up or doesn't hear me call them, so I move on. Oh, good, because I was gonna say I'm so sorry I keep doing this, guys, but I feel like there's something there. Okay, Davey Jones Locker, I was gonna say good because your card just popped out. Card number 5 in the Pleiadian Oracle, and that's Mother/Father Healing. The Earth incarnate carries the stories, experiences, and genetics passed down from the experiences of one ancestor to the next. Due to your planet going through so much tumultuous... I'm going to try it again, sorry. Due to your planet going through such a tumultuous saga in times of past, many Earth incarnates have received the work assignments of having to clear many emotions and traumas from the ones that walked before them. Although this can feel like a daunting task, every incarnated human has gone through some element of this process and is often the, quote, price of admission for landing on Earth. The end result, however, is in an awakened planet where the healed genetics are passed forward to the next generation for full liftoff. With that said, know that all your inner work is sending ripples to the universe, and we, the Pleiadian guides, thank you sincerely for your service. When this card has arrived, know that a particular issue in your life has to do with your ancestry. Now is a great time to look deeper into the current situation, specifically towards your mother or father line, and uncover more of your genetic story. Exploring these aspects of yourself and your ancestors will lead to great levels of revelation to remove outdated cache from your life that will shift any turbulence that once hindered your walk. Whichever parent link may come to mind on first thought is probably accurate, and we, your Pleiadian guides, are requesting for you to traverse deep into this exploration, knowing that on the other side of ancestral healing rests an awakened planet of free hues. A secondary meaning of this card could represent that your family is healing, and communication with a family member in this moment will serve your evolution. So I get this a lot. Well, not a lot, but I've been getting this more often than usual recently, where the people I'm reading for are healing ancestral wounds like poverty or abuse or addiction, right? Your past 10, your grandmother or mother to the 10th grandmother were alcoholics. And I'm not saying, Davey Jones, that this is you. I'm just using this as an example, but you don't drink. So you're changing that little hiccup in your ancestral line. So I really feel like that could be what's going on here for you. Does this mean you have to spend a ton of money and go to like Ancestry? No. But what it does mean is you should really understand why you're so special in your ancestral line. You specifically, everybody serves a purpose, right, in life. You specifically are serving a generational purpose in your family. And I feel like how that's happening is going to come to light for you this week, or at least by the end of the month. Okay. I feel like you have a lot of decisions to make in your life as to which path to go. Do you want to do what everyone who came before you did, or are you going to strike out and do your own thing because it's what makes you happy? At the end of the day, this card is about following your heart, following the essence of you, okay, and doing what you want to do. As long as you're not being cruel, unkind, or hurting anyone else, family or not, people need to be understanding of the life choices that you make, okay? Because even life choices that hurt us are made for a reason. We make those choices for a reason. All right. I feel like the universe is saying, hey, you're on the right path, but it's very important that you stick to your guns, especially on a certain decision that's coming up this week, maybe next week. I'm getting like within the 2 weeks, there's going to be a decision to make, and it's going to upset someone in your family, possibly a parent, a grandparent, or a parent or grandparent figure in your life. Middle child. Mac Taylor, are you still here? Middle child, welcome. I miss a lot of the chat because I'm channeling, but if you'd like a reading, just let me know. Barry Crump, actually, yes, I've recently have some uncovered memories that were screened because I uncovered that I was healed by extraterrestrials when I was little. I don't have any more information than that, which is why I don't talk about it. I don't give a lot of detail out because I don't have it and I don't know what it means yet. Saint Vintage, you are on the list. Mac Taylor, are you still here? All right. All right, Lotus, while I wait for Mac Taylor to answer, because she should be here. Oh, Mac, yes. Female energy. But okay. I know that she comes and goes every once in a while if it's the person I'm thinking of. I mean, I know Mac Taylor, but I think that she might just not be hearing us. Oh, yes, you are there. You're very, very welcome. I'm going to read Lotus because she's at work and has to go. But Mac, I promise you are next. And plus, I started shuffling Into the Lonely Woods, and I have to use Shadows and Light on you. I've got my Red Bull. Now I can crack open the water. All right, Lotus, Into the Lonely Woods. Thank you, Judy. Lotus, you got card number 16, A Time for Healing. Imagine that. At times, amidst the travails of the world, we find ourselves keening for the soft touch of the healer, of one who knows the right way to bring back to life the dimming light within our souls. The healer's touch may feel far from you, but if you take a moment and allow the ancient ones to come to you, you will feel a tender hand upon your brow, offering you the energy of the universe. Allow yourself to be restored by this ancient form of blessing and healing, even if human hands are far away right now. Imagine. Close your weary eyes. Know the ancient ones are with you, and let them reweave the fibers of light that make you into the being of radiance you so truly are. And Lotus, this is a very short but sweet message for you, okay? I know that as parents and siblings and children ourselves, we want to help those we love all the time first, and we want to put others before us, especially our children. But there comes a time where, you know, it's the empty cup thing. I'm always saying you can't pour or drink from one. And there comes a time, honey, where you're not going to have anything left to give them. Wouldn't it be better to have a little less to give them so that you can give some to you instead of giving them everything and then burning out? I know it's like one of those things where like you don't know how to not give. So replenish yourself. You know a lot of ways to do that. And I'm getting, and I recommend this all the time, but I don't know if I've ever actually recommended it to you, or at least not in a while, to listen in your earbuds as you're going to sleep to some kind of guided healing meditation made for while you sleep. Okay. You need that in your life. You don't have time to hit the gym or go get Reiki or whatever. You have to do something because you are on a fast track to complete and total burnout / breakdown mode. And this card coming up, these are weekly readings. Take that however you see fit. Mac Taylor. I do too. Those are my favorite Snapchat filters, the isochronic tone. Mac, Fairy of the Green World. The natural world needs you. And that's card number 44 in the Oracle of Shadows and Light. This little green fairy signifies and embodies the life force of the green world. She is seen tending to plants that are drooping, too moist, or too dry. She is like a nurse or healer assigned to the plant realm, great forests, and small personal gardens alike. She is joyful every time someone gives energy to this realm. Every little bit helps nurture the plants, which are very tired. Fewer and fewer plants and trees and forests are expected to provide more and more life-giving oxygen for animals, elements, and we humans. Sometimes she becomes overwhelmed with all we humans have done to the green world, so she may be about to ask you for your help. When you give her your help, blessings are returned to you threefold. The green world is changing, and I am asking for your help. The world needs you to tend the green things in it in some way right now, and it is your time to make a contribution. Time to plant a garden, assist another with theirs, or share some food, flowers, or herbs from your own. Develop your connection to solar energy. By providing the world with this beautiful example, you are nourishing and nurturing our mother, the earth, who feels so tired some days. Find a forest or a grove of trees or a fairy ring of mushrooms, somewhere that speaks to your soul, and sit for a while. When she breathes her message through the leaves and whispers the words of wisdom into your ears, you will know the right place and time to devote this sacred donation of time and energy. I thank you in advance. The fairies will be sure to help you in return. So the divination message: take time to grow plants or tend a vegetable patch or an herb garden. Look into contributing some money or time or devotion to a cause for the green world. The natural forests and the wide green spaces of this planet need your healing, kind and tending hand and heart now. Your influence will have great power. Make a donation to a wildlife foundation for the green world. Look into establishing a grove or visiting a forest. I really am uncomfortable with this card. I've always have been. Be more self-sustaining and step away from the unnatural system and join with the natural energies of the planet and the galaxy. This is okay for a like a full reading, but for one person, it's a little more difficult. Not that it can't be read. So I feel like, Mac, this is really telling you, aside from the obvious message, you know, if you want to go plant a garden and start going green and finding your own water sources, then more power to you. And the universe would definitely encourage that, or you wouldn't have gotten this card. On a deeper level, though, what I'm getting is taking better care of yourself, spiritually and physically specifically. Taking better care of yourself on all fronts, but spiritually and physically. I feel like either you're not eating, you know, healthy enough, or you're not exercising enough. And those type of things really do throw our entire chemistry off balance, including our ability to connect with source, our ability to manifest. It gets a lot less. So while I don't necessarily feel like this card is telling you, a lot of people are like, oh my God, I got to go on a diet. No, that's not what the card's saying. I mean, if you feel that's what you need to do, that's fine. What it's really saying is you have to get your body and mind back in balance. You can do that through meditation. You can do that with just calling on the divine, the universe, spirit, fairies to help you. I would go for a walk in the woods, sit underneath a tree that speaks to you, or near a fairy ring, and wait for the answer. Mac, I feel like there's a lot of confusion in your life right now, a lot of emotional confusion, and it's having a physical effect on you. It's taking a physical toll. So what the universe is offering you is the chance to feel better, essentially, from the inside out. And that's by communing with nature. Go out for a barefoot walk. A lot of us in here are old souls. That's for sure. I have no room. I have no room. That's not going to help. All right. Oh, what am I doing? It's not even over there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Don't fall. Please don't fall. No, I won't let you. Haha, got it. All right. Pam Smith, Blue Heron, Casey, Vixen Doe, and Crow are our next ones. All right, Pam Smith, Moonology Manifestations. Shelly, hi. Tomorrow is Sweetly Morbid Bear's birthday. Thank you for reminding me. Middle child, I actually did, and I forgot to, I always jump the new people up. Thank you so much for reminding me. I'll put you in with these guys. No worries, babe. I forgot my Aries. Oh, it's coming. It'll be on the community tab. All right, Pam. I almost got in trouble because somebody reported me to YouTube for suggesting that maybe people might want to just look into a certain kind of tea that's like completely legal, and I got in trouble because they said I was like promoting drug use. I was like, I use it to relax, and I'm on medication that blocks any kind of opiate, so I don't know. Pam, first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in your own good luck. Casey, I'm so happy. I know like you're in here a lot, but you don't always come in and hang out with us. So it's really cool that you found the time to do that. Pam, whatever is going on in your life, you need to take care of the small stuff and the big stuff will fall into place. Problems can arise now because of carelessness or a judgmental lapse. Avoid telling everyone your opinion until you're sure you know exactly what's going on. Think about the baby steps you need to take on your way to your goal and don't take too many risks. Believe in your own good luck, but don't be arrogant about it. Think an important decision through very carefully before taking action. Your challenge when this card comes up is to dream, but be prepared to put in the hard work required to make the dream real. Make peace between the part of you that needs everything to make sense and the part that wants to throw caution to the wind. Yeah, basically, I'm always talking to you, Pam, about standing up for yourself and really, sticking by your boundaries, vocalizing your boundaries. And I feel like this week, the universe doesn't want you to get carried away with that. Make sure that you don't base any major decisions on speculation or rumor. And also don't repeat anything unless you're 100% sure it's not just speculation or rumor. So basically fact check. You don't always have to do this. You're one of those people, and I am too. So I'm totally not calling you out. We're like, I just want to believe what people tell me, because I don't lie to people. So why would I possibly think people are lying to me? But I feel like somebody is trying to manipulate you and make you look a little bit like a fool this week. So make sure that I wouldn't even repeat anything that I hear until next week anyway, and kind of just sit on everything so that when it comes back, it's not like, oh, well, Pam told me, because you know that you didn't say anything. And that's a good lesson for all of us. And that is definitely your lesson for this week. Blue Heron. Blue Heron, I'm going to use El Quay. I was shuffling the circus deck, but the universe was like, nope, that's KC's. Yeah, pretty much, Pam. And, I've gotten back to you as much as I could with everything going on with me. Not in a selfish way. I've been shut down myself the past couple days. All right, Blue Heron. I'm an Aries rising. That's what most people think I am when they meet me. Blue, she who hesitates. Moira, ponder, delay, confidence. Or Mora, sorry. Mora, she who hesitates, turns back from the open doorway. Even though she can see the sun streaming through, she is not sure it illuminates her own gifts. The violin hidden in the shadows demonstrates how hesitant Mora is, in spite of her talent. She is the young person poised on the edge of her next big step. She delays taking forward motion because of fear and uncertainty. It is fear of the unknown that so often holds us back. What would you say to Mora, whose name means hesitate, to encourage her to follow the bright light? The lesson of this card is that hesitation holds you back. Look closely at your own shadows to see what fears are standing in your way. Acknowledge these fears and then set them aside. It is now time to summon the courage and confidence to act. Trust in your own talent and step into the spotlight. So what's holding you back from making the most of your talents, right? We all know you have a ton of talent with your digital art and with life in general. So what's holding you back from taking the next step? What is keeping you from moving forward to try to attain the next step in your goal? Do you have a next step yet? I feel like it could be, and middle child, you're next. I feel like it could be people around you, but I don't feel like it's what they're saying to you now. I feel like it's just something that's been ingrained into you, unfortunately, for a long time now, that, stop being so whimsical, and digital art is, not a career. And if that's even what this is talking about, I'm just using that as an example. Blue, I really feel that the universe is saying that you have everything that you need within you right now without having to do anything to take the next step in whatever it is that you've been putting off for so long. Okay. Whether it be digital art, whether it be sticking to your boundaries, whether it be finding a new day job, whatever. But you're not recognizing it. You have yourself closed off to the divine right now for some reason. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I feel like that's happening to you because you're focusing so much on emotion that you're not focusing on the physical. The physical as in taking action, because you're so focused on the emotions. All right. The universe is saying you might want to take a look at that this week and try to find more balance into bringing the universe in. Hello, Dawn. All right, middle child. Here's where the divine circus came in. Come on, they're not shuffling. Blue Heron, yes, I'm closed off for protection at the moment. Yes, and to close off in one aspect, say emotionally for protection is good, but the universe is kind of feeling a bit blocked from you as though they can't get through to you at all. I think you may have actually closed everything off to source and the universe instead of just that one side of yourself. Thank you, Casey. You guys are so sweet. All right, middle child, I hope you are still here. Nebula Warrior, card number 17. There are advocates for love on this earth, those that are passionate defenders of the freedom for all beings to grow and fulfill their divine destiny. These warriors for the soul know they can either use darkness to serve the growth of the light or allow it to consume their sense of hope, trust, and faith in the right outworking of the destiny of all living things. You are being initiated in the ways of working with darkness constructively to become a soul warrior for all living beings. Some things in life are worth fighting for, but how do you fight with love? How do you fight without becoming bitter, hateful, tired, disconnected from the whole reason you needed to fight in the first place? To be a warrior for love and the soul, you have to be smart. You have to know how to fight without fighting, how to use the natural darkness on this planet as a way to birth a new consciousness that's not afraid. Nebula Warrior isn't afraid of the dark. She isn't interested in the rules of war established by fear-loving minds. She creates her own rules, not based on what people want her to believe, but based on what works to keep her free and liberate the minds and hearts of everyone else. She comes to you now because whatever situation needs healing in your life or in the world, you have the power to bring it about. If you go for the goal directly, trying to force a change, you will be putting your considerable energy into pursuit and unintentionally set up resistance and repulsion. The stronger your energy, the more powerful this resistance will become. This is not the best way to use your power. You want your power to work for you, not against you. Creating responses of assistance and attraction, guiding rather than forcing the solution to come into being, is a more effective use of your power. Then you can disempower negative influences and disarm naysayers whilst drawing you to helpers and opportunities to attain your goals, all from a relaxed, positive, loving state of mind. You get the result without losing your cool. The best way to do this is to practice bringing yourself to a place that is calm and compassionate within. Do what you can do each day. If you cannot do something you want to do, ask for help from the universe and then let it go. And when you need rest, take it. These apparently small choices create a powerful field of magnetism to attract and increase love and light on this planet, empowering the human heart with the understanding that truth is always very simple. The forces in the world that profit from fear instead of love will try to confuse and overwhelm you into paralysis and inaction, and into worrying rather than acting. Don't fall prey to that nonsense. You are a warrior of love, and you will win any and every war through cool compassion and smart, simple strategy. Okay, middle child. This is a pretty deep message, okay? What this card is saying is, you know, there are two ways to go about things. I feel like you're familiar with the darkness because I don't believe that you've been treated the best you could have been treated in your life. You're at a crossroads right now, whether you know it or not, where you have a choice to make. Are you going to treat people as they've always treated you? Or are you going to rise above that, treat yourself better and treat others better in order to help others so they don't end up at the crossroads you're at? Now, to put that into perspective, because it sounds really confusing, say your entire life you were told that you were ugly. Just say, okay, you were not physically appealing to look at. I hate that word. Are you see, you know, your children or your niece or nephew going through being told that they're ugly? Are you going to step enough into your power and recognize how beautiful you really are? Put all of that past crap and pain behind you to the best of your ability to say to them, look, I was told that my whole life too, but I know that it's not true, and really mean it. Stepping outside of the labels that have been put on you for most of your life, whatever they may be, whatever it may be. I'm also getting something here about guiding a younger generation. I don't know how old you are or how young you are, but there's somebody younger than you, and I'm getting a teenager. So if you're not a teenager, there is a teenager either in your life or coming into your life looking for guidance from you, which is kind of why I use that example. Okay. If you don't believe what you're saying in the advice you give them, like I was told that my whole life and look at me now, you know I'm beautiful. They're going to know. And it's going to make them feel even worse because then they're going to lose trust. There is someone coming to you for something very, very soon, possibly this week. And if you do not believe in yourself or believe in what you're saying, this person is going to be worse off for having come to you. So learn how to use the darkness that you've been through in your life. Learn how to take all that negativity and those mean, negative comments that have been said to you or about you and put them into something good by trying to prevent it for someone else. Miss Casey, there are some decks that I just associate with certain people. Like Casey, when your name comes up, I always want to grab the Lantern Oracle. And that's exactly what I was guided to now. All right, Miss Casey. You got card number 21. Key to intimacy. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. Regardless of whether we have received unconditional love while growing up, coming to know and accept ourselves in such a manner is challenging. Unconditional self-love is necessary, and there is a learning curve for being able to allow another to see into us and accept all that we are and are not. This includes our most raw and least flattering shades, as we all have them. It is desirable but not easy to let a deserving other into our lives deep enough to know our full spectrum. Once we can know, accept, and love all of who and what we are, we become fully available for another to accept the totality of us as well. It also builds in us strength and integrity to walk away from those who cannot genuinely respect or accept us, rather than internalizing their judgment, rejection, or desire to change certain parts of us. Developing the capacity to honor and care for ourselves despite our flaws and shortcomings also equips us to hold loving space for others without judgment, conditions, control, or petty rejection. The journey to self-intimacy further teaches us the value and beauty of our flaws. We learn to recognize any challenge that tests the intimate space we share with another as an opportunity to grow closer and stronger from working through it together. The purpose of obstacles is not to create distance or stop us, but to enrich, further connect, and expand us. Intimacy is as much about accepting each other's differences, struggles, and uniqueness as it is about respecting one another's boundaries. The key to intimacy with another leads to knowing, valuing, and supporting each other's paths. While it is necessary for our paths to parallel and be faced in the same direction, it is essential for them not to enmesh. Be careful to whom you trust the key for your heart. The featured mother wishes to remind you that pure love, respect, and integrity use what is uncovered to lift, support, protect, care about, and empower you. In any instance that a person should prove unworthy of the key you have entrusted them with by using it for anything untoward, change the lock. It is never okay to have this sacred trust disrespected or abused. You always hold the right to take back your power. The same holds with you in regard to another's trust. Be equally honorable to and respectful of how you treat any key given to you. If you ever need to hand a key back, do so. In respect of the intimacy you had once shared with this individual, continue to manage with integrity and discretion what was exposed in trust to you. Mother's message. To see into yourself with the eyes of love allows for another to see unconditionally into you too. Of equal importance is that, in turn, allows you to lovingly see others this way. So I feel like, and when we say intimacy, people right away think sexual love or some kind of romantic physical relationship. And while this could very well be talking about romance, I think it's just in general. I feel like you have a lot of unfinished business with people who you've given your quote unquote keys to and who you've since tried to be loving towards and tried to make amends with and tried to do the right things by, who are still kind of treating you this way. And I think what the universe is trying to say is all of that extra attention and effort you are putting into fixing these outside relationships, it's time to start putting it into fixing the relationship with self, Casey. You may already be on this path. I'm also getting something from spirit. I feel like somebody is trying to use a loved one who has passed as like some kind of manipulative tool or bait. That's so weird. I'm getting the word bait. Like, how would so-and-so feel if you didn't lend me $100? I bet they're rolling in there, that really disgusting, despicable type of energy that gets into people sometimes when they selfishly can only can't see past their own desires. So I feel like instead of focusing so much positive intention on others who haven't treated you very well in the past to try to maybe fix their perception of you or even repair the relationship, in at least one case this week, the universe, Casey, is telling you to move on and instead give that love and affection, extra attention and devotion to yourself, because you definitely have earned it and deserve it. All right, I got Vixen Doe, Ghost Dragons, Crowley, Jarvis, Andrew and Gnomes, Shauna, Cosmo, and Diesel Girl. And that's the end of line 1. So if you guys can let me know you're still here. Vixen Doe, I'm going to pull from Dark Goddess. There's a whole new Dark Goddess deck coming out too. I'm not sure when. And, oh, Casey, you're very welcome. Thank you. Oh, Miss Shelly, because I spoke to you in email, I wasn't sure if I had seen your name there and in chat. So how this works is I just, when I call your name or actually just kind of connect with your name on screen or on my paper, the universe will put a deck into my head. I'll pull that deck. I'll shuffle until I feel like the card can be pulled. And then I'll just give you the reading. Since you're new, you won't have to wait a super long time. Seed Vintage, you definitely are on the list, okay? So Shelly, thank you for coming in. And I'll do your reading in, after just a couple pass. Thank you, Blue Crossroads, for letting me know. And I was saying Dark Goddess, a new Dark Goddess deck. And then I don't know if all of you, I don't think are on my Facebook, but on my Facebook recently, I put a calendar up. It was called Night Fairies by Barbieri. They're making that calendar plus a whole bunch more cards just like that into an Oracle deck. And then the Marvel deck is coming out. The Avatar deck is coming out. All right. So Vixen Doe, you got Maeve, the card of determination, the dark goddess of determination. Dependency does not make sense. Be brave and climb down from that fence. A natural leader shows the way. Determination saves the day. By the power of the dark goddess and me, protection in place, blessed be. Taking charge of your life is something that only you can do. If you really want to change the direction things are heading in, you have been hedging your bets for too long, sitting on the fence and following along with the herd. You have allowed too many others to tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and what to think about it. But you don't lack determination or any of the abilities to work things out for yourself. It's just that you've been determined all this time to let others take the lead. Maeve is your inner warrior, and she has come to fill you with the fighting spirit you now need to make the decisions that you have given over to others for far too long. Awaken your zest for life, Vixen Doe, your drive for the joys of physical interaction, your determination to once again become the shining light, the life and soul of the party. A life-changing offer is imminent. You will be forced to choose between two people. A promotion or job change presents itself. A local political career beckons. Take charge of a domestic situation. Invitations will come thick and fast. Plan well, and you can make the most of them all. Now, obviously, all of those things aren't going on. Casey, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for the giggles. No, but I've met mine. I've met my sister. Thank you so much. Vixen, I obviously, like I said, like you might not be going for like political office, but I do feel like a major decision is coming up, and I feel like you're not really sweating it too much, or you won't sweat it too much when it comes in this or next week, because you're like, well, just go with the flow like I always do, and the universe will choose for me. I don't feel like you've been literally letting someone else choose for you. I think that you've been letting the universe make the decisions. And unfortunately, like I said before, it gets to a point into a time where the universe says, you know what? I'm tired of making the decisions for you. You obviously haven't learned the lessons you're supposed to by now. So here, I'm going to make the hardest decision for you, or the decision for you in the hardest possible way for you to learn the lesson. All right. So any major decisions coming in the next 2 weeks, Vixen Doe, please be sure not to procrastinate, not to go with the flow. Get all the facts that you need and make the decision with determination. Make the decision not without hesitation, because we always want to think our choices through, but make the decision with confidence, knowing that you're going to be able to take the easier road this time because you made the decision. It's definitely not going to be an easy decision for you, okay? It's going to be really hard, and you're going to wish that you didn't have to make it, but that's exactly what the universe is waiting for you to prove yourself by making it. Shelly Montgomery, taste before judging. At first glance, it seems Rilla Baldragon is in the clutches of a nightmarish figure, but all is not as it seems. The straw quote-unquote monster is merely a costume worn to honor the harvest. There is nothing but celebration here, as Rilla's relaxed posture clearly shows. First impressions are just that. They come first. We must look harder to see the true picture. Preconceptions often limit our willingness to experience new things, which can be harmful enough. Let loose, however, they grow into full-blown prejudice. Taste first, then decide. And the reversed, which is how this came out, lanterns inside the costumes cast beams like searchlights, almost as if seeking something out. Is there something lost in the dark that you need to root out? An answer, a strategy, or a bearing for the start of a journey? By all means, be clear about what you seek, but don't be so focused that you overlook what's lying on either side of your path. I definitely feel like somebody is trying to keep something from you. Trying, I say, because I feel like deep down you know what the answer is. And I get this message coming up a lot. I feel like you're going to get sick and tired very soon of waiting to be given this information. Like, you already know it. You know it deep down. You know what's going on. You know what your next move needs to be. But you're like waiting for someone else to either back your decision up, tell you what you need to do. It's almost a little bit like the message I just gave to Vixen Doe. It's time for you to make these decisions on your own. It's time for you to confront the person that you know for an absolute fact is lying to you. Things are not as they seem in your life right now with a particular person. It doesn't have to be a lover, but it could be. It could be a familial relationship, a friendship, a business partnership. It could just be your employer lying to you about, your raise that's been coming up for the past 10 months, It's time for you to stand your ground and refuse to accept less than the truth anymore. Don't play into it, though. Don't start playing their game like I'll show them, which you may very well be tempted to do because this is a bunch of BS. It's gone on long enough. It's time to confront the other person. Not like, attack them or scream at them, but just be like, listen, I know what's really going on. Are you going to tell me, or do I have to tell you and then walk away from this relationship? Because that might be what the universe is asking you to do if this person doesn't come clean. All right, Ghost Dragons. I haven't used this deck in a while. Sweetly Morbid Bear, yes. And this person probably is why you think you have a mouth when really you have a knowing and express it. Exactly. Jilly, really? I like the sound of that. You can't pass unless you really, really want to, because I'm already pulling your card. Be kind. Welcome. Let me know, Ghost Dragons. If you're really not feeling in the mood, that's perfectly okay. Crowley, Jarvis, Andrew Gnomes, Shauna, Blue Crossroads, and Diesel Girl are next. Okay, good. It's going to be a fun one. I'm using the unicorn deck. Rose Gold Cosmic Pool. Bathe in cosmic love. Soak up wisdom. Card number 20. You are blessed to receive this special invitation to bathe in the cosmic pool of love and wisdom. Source love is pure white, containing all colors. One of these is a rose pink feminine energy of pure unconditional love, compassion, romance, harmony, and beauty. This flows to us through Venus, the planet of love. At the same time, source wisdom is projected directly into Orion, the planet of wisdom, as a golden light. Its sagacity includes the ability to consider a situation from a divine perspective in order to find a solution for the highest good of all. It is a masculine energy that balances and moderates raw power and brings peace, justice, and higher knowing. As a gift to help our ascension process, masters from Venus and Orion have now merged these energies to form a glorious high-frequency rose gold pool of love and wisdom. This card is an invitation to soak it in and absorb its qualities. This will bring you into perfect equilibrium. Rose gold is one of the new higher colors being sent to Earth to help us all on our journey to the new golden age. When you choose this card, you are being asked to draw it into your energy fields and then spread it. Others will be influenced by it without consciously being aware of it. Your unicorn guidance is to be an emissary of love and wisdom. For the people in your life, for the people immediately in your life, and for those in other areas, people that you associate with. Call on your unicorn, ask it to take you to the cosmic pool of love and wisdom. It flies you through the dimensions. Ahead you see a breathtakingly beautiful rose gold pool. Masters from Orion and Venus greet you. With gratitude in your heart, enter the sparkling pool. Soak in golden wisdom and rose pink love, and after a while, your unicorn will call and take you back to where you started from. Your affirmation for this week: I radiate love and wisdom. Oh my gosh, Blue Crossroads, please be careful. All right, Crowley. Guys, sorry, it's Jolly Rancher time. All right. Thank you so much, Shelly. I appreciate that. Casey, Larry A, Pam, anyone and everyone else who donated through Super Chat or Super Sticker tonight. PayPal, Cash App. Don't forget those links are in the description box, guys. Thank y'all. All right. Crowley. Gypsy Columbine. Card number 38 in the Divine Circus. The free spirit in you is rewilding itself, shedding social conditioning and past patterns of behavior. It is shaking off socialization and emerging anew like a snake shedding a skin. The wild one within isn't a savage. It is raw, yes, but also wise, authentic, beautiful, and with a deep instinctive knowing as to what you must be. Can a bird ever be truly happy whilst trying to be a fish? True freedom is to be truly yourself. Politeness and people-pleasing, not out of respect, but out of fear you will otherwise be rejected, is a form of social conditioning that dulls the wild one within you. If you reject that conditioning in favor of rewilding, of getting in touch with your true instincts and nature, you will exchange lukewarm tolerance from others for their passionate admiration and love. And for those that cannot love you, that are afraid of how much life is in you, then let them be. They don't need to belong in your world, nor you in theirs. The jungle of life is a vibrant, colorful, and exciting place, but not everyone is ready to live there yet. That is just the way of things sometimes. The mysterious Gypsy Columbine comes to you with a message. It's now time to let yourself off the hook, to forgive and forget, to allow what's been to have been, and to start again. No regrets, no fear, no doubt. It's time to heed the call of the wild and ask yourself, what would set my spirit free? If you cannot answer that bold question quite yet, then it's time to get in touch with the freedom-seeking wild one within you. Dance, play, sing, drum, wear a feather in your hair, and go barefoot. Let your instincts rather than your intellect guide you. Swap the certainty of the ego for the mystery of the soul. A new song wants you to dance to it. There is no choreographed routine to learn, yet your body will create the steps as you go. Will you free your gypsy soul and dance to the music you've never heard before? Well, will you, Mr. Crowley? I think that's a really fitting message for you right now on the journey and path that you're on. Did Blue Crossroads say that he was leaving? Maybe not. Crowley, I mean, what else do you want me to say? It's time to move on, to forgive and forget, not just others that have wronged you, but yourself as well. It's time to, put up those boundaries, and not even boundaries, just like people who continuously use your past mistakes against you. They've got to go. There's no more room for reconciliation there. There's no more room for tolerance. Is that the case with everybody? No. But for you, yes, at least for this week. I don't know what's going to happen next week, but this card is telling you move on. Stop allowing others to use your mistakes against you, especially when they were mistakes that were wholehearted mistakes, like honest and true. If someone can accept the fact of the things that you're changing or the things that you want and or need to change in your life, then they can't accept you. Be who you really are. Stop trying to people please everyone. Stop fitting yourself into a mold of who you think you need to be in that moment while, talking to, this person at work. So you've got to be, someone who's into work stuff, and at home you have to be like the hero child. So I don't really know how to explain because I don't know you personally that well, but I do know this card is suited for you, especially for this week. Okay. Go with the flow, go as you may, as you wish, and stop letting others influence you so much. Real truth. Thank you so much. Damien's good. He's just kind of, I honestly think he just got bored with the whole thing. But thank you for that super chat, and also for asking how Dami's doing. Crowley, it's time to move on. Live and let live. Sunny Bear! Yay! And Tennessee. About 20 minutes outside of the Nashville airport. Jarvis, are you still in here? SMB, I definitely will let him know. Crowley, I believe that message, Gemma Jade. Yes, you should. You guys are so sweet. Just to me, to my family. Seriously, thank you guys so much. Jarvis, did you leave? Where's my little gerbil milker? Andrew and Gnomes, you're still here. Not used to the open arms. I can get under people's skin when I see lying. Well, real truth, you know what? I think we're all like that in here. This is a group of very intuitive, highly empathic people. So when people come in and they're inauthentic, we don't ever call them out on it, but we all know. And the person usually doesn't last any long, not because of anything we did, but because it's off energy. Do you guys agree? Jilly Doom, great song. All right, Andrew. Be kind. It's my gerbil milking, buddy. Shelly, what's that? Ann Palmer, you did not. All right, Andrew. Shelly, I'm going to give you a personal I just don't know when, because I normally do the bulk of my work on Sunday and it's Easter. So it'll probably be during the week. And then the weekend after that, I'm supposed to be in Vegas. All right, Andrew. Spring, see your seeds grow. Embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. The spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. You are ready to bring to life all of your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you are moving to a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth, and if you're starting something new, prepared for a major expansion in your life and soul. This card can also indicate that the coming spring will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intention. So, what's going on in your life right now, Andrew? Are you making a drastic change? Because I feel like you are, or one's at least going to be coming in this week. Meaning, again, a promotion at work or just a promotion in life. Like, you know, if you're part of a video game, you are leveling up this week or at least this spring, right? And this could be the jumping off point this week. Don't say no to many opportunities. Don't say no to any opportunities that don't sit wrong with your soul. Do you know what I mean? Like if your immediate thought isn't, oh no, if it's anything other than, oh no, take the opportunity. All right. Doesn't mean you have to be a yes man, Andrew, but there is something big coming in for you, big change. And I do feel like there's some financial benefit to whatever this opportunity is, to whatever this change is. New job. There it is. This is going to be a very expansive opportunity for you. Shauna and Blue Crossroads, I know you guys are dealing with some stuff. So Blue Crossroads, let me know. Let me know if you're still around right now. Yeah. Diesel Girl. Dawn. I think I said hi to you before, but I wasn't sure if it was you because I just heard everyone else saying Dawn. All right, Diesel Girl. 'Cause here we come. Let's do myths and mermaids again. All right, Inch. Ghost Dragons, thank you. You're always welcome. Is Miss Diesel Girl still here? Yeah, I think we should do that, guys. Why don't... Ghost Dragons, thank you so much. And Edna says, put a bubble around Blue Crossroads and his family. Why don't we do that? Why don't we all just take a few seconds and send some energy before I do Diesel Girl's reading, okay? I'm going to stop for a minute. It helps me to close my eyes, saying prayer, sending energy and light. All right. Diesel Girl. Absinthe Mermaid. This card's been coming up. Ooh, coming up a lot. Mr. Crowley, thank you. Yes, my Steelers tat. It's card number 26. Languid, with barely the strength to lift my head, I indulge in more, my decadent drink, my viridian vice, I crave more, I succumb to more, I am myself no more. A comatose green mermaid is draped in a toxic stream of bottles, skulls, and poisons. She is drugged and lethargic, a slave to her torpid addiction. She seems at risk of being washed away at a moment's notice. Divination meaning, beware of dependency. Absence mermaid has wallowed in her addiction for too long. She has become languid. You have also spent too long immersed in an addiction or dependence. Addiction and dependence sap one's energy and rob one of vitality and strength. Something in your life, a substance, an obsession, or an unhealthy relationship is draining your life essence and you need to let it go. Seek assistance. That was a really loud burp, sorry. Seek assistance from a trusted friend, a wise person in your community, or a professional to help rid you of your unhealthy attachment before it's too late. Once you've escaped, reevaluate your life and take stock of your frailties. What led you down the path of addiction and dependence in the first place? What steps can you take to avoid stumbling down the rabbit hole again? The antithesis, your commitment is required. You need to commit in more areas of your life. Settle down for the long term. Stop renting and borrowing what you can purchase. Stop wavering between choices. Pick your favorite, run with it, and never look back. And I read both of these, both the divinatory meaning and the antithesis, because I feel like they both apply. Now, this doesn't mean addiction does not always mean drug addiction. It can be a dependence on something or someone toxic. And that's exactly what I think that Red Bull we're getting here. Diesel Girl, I feel like I don't even know if this is a person so much as it is like a way of doing something. I want to say a way of living, but it's not like the full way. It's not like fully living this way. It's one aspect of your life that you're trying very hard to change. And I feel like it's something inward. It could be something outward, like putting up boundaries or getting rid of people you've outgrown. But I'm getting inward. I'm feeling icky inside right now. And the universe is saying, like, poop or get off the pot, because you're another one where the universe is going to make the decision for you, and it's going to be even more painful. Now, as someone who was an actual addict to drugs, and to a big one, I know how hard it is. The drugs aside, just to change those habits, those relationships that I would constantly get into, and the thought patterns that I was in, just, things like that. So I don't know if this is a dependence, quote unquote, like to a toxic relationship or something, but I do feel like it's a way that you've been living, or something, a way that you've been doing something for so long that you might not even realize at this point how badly it needs to change. It's not just affecting you anymore. Its effects are spidering out now and starting to affect those closest to you. And I feel like what the universe is saying here is, this week, try to first figure out what this is that the universe is pushing you to stop doing. And secondly, make your plan finally. Make your escape route. Again, wake up in the morning and change one small thing every single day, Diesel Girl. Okay? Because you deserve a lot better than what you're giving yourself. And this is all brought on by self at this point, believe it or not. I feel like the universe is giving you plenty of opportunity to change whatever this is, but you just haven't seen it, because to you, it's just become something normal. I hope that makes sense. Oh, Lotus Girl, thank you so much. It feels so good to be here. It's my wind down time. I just love it here. Yeah, up until like 5 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes before this stream, you can ask Ghost Dragons. I was a little frantic about certain things going on, but snap right back into it the minute I connect with Source and pull all of this energy. And it's just it's a beautiful feeling. It really is. And I owe it all to you guys. Josephine, if you're still here, let me know. I know you like to listen. Pine Island Research. So Josephine and Pine Island Research, I need you guys to let me know you're here. Then we have Aunt Edna, Aunt Palmer, Ann Palmer, Sweetly Morbid Bear, Three Souls Paranormal. I'd also like to hear from you. My cousin Nicole, if you're still here and want a reading, Barry Crump, and Judy Wheeler, Melissa Nicole. I'll stop right there. That's 8, but I have a feeling a lot of you guys left me. I love you guys too very much. Where the wind blows, that's a really good point. Someone brings that up almost every week, and if they don't, I try to remember to. You can come in here and get a reading or not. But if you stay and hang out long enough, you're going to end up with a reading. And if you got your own reading, whether it resonated or not, you're going to get a message that the universe wants you to get. Sunny Bear, you are here. Saint Vintage, you guys are coming up. After the people I just mentioned, and that's actually 10, and I think at least 5 of them left. I have about 10 more, and then I'm done. So you guys are all coming up really soon, probably within the rest of the hour. Oh, Blue Heron, thank you so much. All right, Josephine and Pine Island, I did not hear from. I know Josephine will probably pop in and say, she's listening. Yeah, if I'm not in the entire chat, like I'm not responding to everything, guys, it's just because I can't focus on everything while I channel. So Aunt Edna, I'm going to start off with you. And we're going to do Gentle Creatures. Yeah, middle child, you definitely have some stuff to think about. I mean, we all do, right? But that was a big one for your first one for sure. Crowley, I will not see it until I'm done doing the readings and then putting everything away. And if by that time I'm not in bed with RJ, I will message you back tonight. Having trouble sleeping due to the lack or loss of medication. So I'm going to read for Aunt Edna. And I'm going to take my little 5-minute break. Larry A. got to go back to pick up my son. Or got to go pick up my son. Thank you, Gemma Jade. You give me a boost of strength when I get a reading from you. You're so very welcome. Thank you so much for your kindness. For your generosity. And also, happy birthday. Make it a safe and happy one. All right. Aunt Edna. Guardian. I swear you've gotten this card before. The job of guarding infinity is no small thing. 3 watchful guardians observe as our gentle friend contemplates the bottle that holds the infinite light. This is the source of all sacred things for the world. Within the bottle lies hope along with sorrow, fear along with courage. It is all things to all creatures. To be asked to be a keeper of this light is an immense task, but one that this youngling has accepted. When you accept the task of caring for something, you take on a similar role. Each part that we play is woven into the greater whole. You are being asked if you are ready to assume the mantle of guardianship in some new way. Only you can know the answer, but remember this, there will always be others helping. You will never be alone in this work. So, and Edna, definitely a spiritual upgrade again, or I think maybe an evening out. I feel like you've just come so very far. On your spiritual journey, just in the time that I've known you. I feel like what the universe is saying is you may feel lately with certain people in your life that you maybe been trying to help or trying to, share wisdom and light with, that it's time to pass the buck. Like, these people obviously are not going to take your advice. These people obviously do not want to change for the better. because that's really all you're trying to help them do. The universe is saying that's fine. You know, you can move on from any relationship, not just people you're helping, any relationship that's no longer serving you. Any people that you may have been trying to mentor or teach or guide who just don't seem to be getting it and don't want to. And it's causing you more stress to even try. The universe is saying that's fine. The power is always within you. Or you can start asking for more help. Spiritual ascension of an earth angel happens rather slowly because we've come from someplace so high, and because you've just gone through a leveling up, as I call it, less than a year ago, or maybe about a year ago. The universe is saying don't give up just yet. Like, if you want to, that's fine. You're not going to be punished or rewarded one way or another. And if you continue trying to help these specific others, even if it's stressful on yourself, your reward will come, but it's not going to come for a while. So you have to make the decision. Do you want to continue on this path that you're on with helper? I don't want to say healer because I don't necessarily see that as your job. I'm getting more helper, but helper is not the right word. More like guide, like a spirit guide, but you're not, you're human. So, I mean, we're all spirit if you want to get technical, but you know what I mean. I feel you're more of a guide. An usherer in of the young souls, right? A teacher of them too. I feel like the universe is asking you to just call on them to maybe not give up just yet. But they're also letting you know if you do, you're not going to be punished, judged, or penalized because yeah, being of service, you're a healer. I didn't mean not a healer. I just meant as far as like, we all usually have one title. I think Aunt Edna's would be more teacher than healer. Whereas some people are specifically genuine, like their energy touches yours and you're healed. But SMB, you're absolutely right. So, I mean, you can keep on or not. It's kind of a black and white card that way. You know, the universe obviously doesn't want you to, but and they're offering you extra help and strength in this situation. Guys, I got to take a quick break. Give me like 5 minutes. I have to run downstairs. I'm not going to take myself off because then you're going to be staring at a black screen. So I'm just going to get up, move on, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes and we can start. We have Ann Palmer, Sweetly Morbid Bear. You sure you don't want a reading? Three Souls Paranormal didn't answer. Nikki didn't answer. Barry didn't answer. So we've got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So when I get back, it'll be Ann Palmer, Judy Wheeler, Melissa Nicole, Chillin' Charlie, Jilly Doom, Jen Bowman, Saint Vintage, Dawn, Be Kind, Real Truth, and my Sunny Bear. Be right back, guys. I'm going to trip over boxes. Guys, thank you so much. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Sorry. I'm a coming. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to step over the boxes to the cards, so that's why I'm always like all awkward and like twisty. Sorry that took so long. Did Josephine ever come in? Ann Palmer. And let's do Raven's Wand. Okay, she didn't. Hopefully she doesn't come in the end like, did you call me? Which I don't really mind. It's when people get angry when I know that I've called them multiple times. All right, Anne. Piercing the mist. I have no idea why I thought this said piercing the toast. Okay. All right, then. Ann Palmer. Lilac Bee Sweet, B-E-E Sweet. Places flowers to remember her friend, wishing he was close by. She doesn't realize that he's right beside her, watching in spirit, because grief has clouded all, even the sun. However, just like the sun struggling to break through, hope lives even in despair, even if it seems remote and veiled. The light of the sun will eventually pierce the mist, and then the scale of our pain becomes visible. The pain might be vast, but it's not infinite. It will have to end, and an escape. Reversed, which is how this came out, see how the pine trees, the standing stones, and even the candle flames all reach toward the sun. They surge towards it, cleaving a path through the mist. Similarly, in times of grief, the only way out is to push ahead. Press onwards and resist the temptation to linger or meander in the fog of loss. So, Anne, I don't know if you've recently lost somebody, or if, hey, Jules, or if you are just missing somebody who you've lost. But they are with you, and this card is saying, you know, the grief is going to come up time and again, and it's always going to be a part of you, but it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to define you in any way. Now, as far as spirit, I think that we pretty much in this community, especially if you hang out with me, we all know that, right? That's a pretty obvious message to a lot of us. What this is also saying is it's okay to have a moment, quote unquote, of despair, of indecision, of depression, of, you know, feeling not good enough, whatever it may be. It's okay to have those negative thoughts and feel those negative, lower vibrational feelings. What it's not okay is to stay there. And SMB, you said that to me once, or I think you said it in this chat, like, it's okay to have a moment, just don't get stuck there, or just don't stay there. And that's exactly what this card is saying. Be sure and remember that eventually you're going to have to get up and move forward again. You know, the sun is always shining through the mist. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. So I feel like this is trying to pull you out of something in your life that you're feeling stuck in, stagnant in, whether it be grief, indecision, like I said, pain, depression, whatever. And the universe is reminding you, like, it's time to get up and start moving now. All right. It's time to get up and start going in search of the sun. Judy Wheeler. We're going to do the Archangel Animals. Thank you, Ghost Dragon. Did you really? Jules says, Gemma, I think I know why you felt a strong draw to the deck you chose for me for my reading. I did run away with the circus for years and then the carnival for 2 summers. So what happened with the Divine Circus deck was I felt pulled to it for a few readings, but then I had moved on from it for a few days. And then all of a sudden it was back in my mind and I was like, I've already used that, because normally we'll move, different decks for different groups of people. So like I'll have, I'll be like, okay, I have these 5 people that I'm reading for today. So let's pick 10 decks. And then I work within those 10 decks. And you were in a group of people, but when it came time for your reading, they were like, nope, you got to go back to the circus. Oh yeah, guys, I am all out of listener encounters. I do not have any. So if you guys want listener encounters volume 16, let's make that happen. Email me at GemmaJadeParanormal@gmail.com. Jules, I bet. I always wanted to do that, but I just had kids really young. All right. Judy. Pig. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. I am born in the Chinese year of the boar or pig. So I love the little piggies. All right, Judy. These wonderful healers come from the Pleiades with a mission to serve by raising the frequency of the land in all creatures. They carry the blue Pleiadian rose, symbolizing heart healing and love in their auras. While their sole mission is to keep the frequency of the land, people, and animals around them high, pure, and clear, their service mission is to eat unwanted food and vegetation. In earlier times, it was considered a privilege to share your home with this clean, evolved, and clever animal. The healing angels of the Pleiades and many archangels are working with the pigs to uphold their sense of self-worth and self-esteem so that they can continue to serve at the highest possible level. This card tells you it's time to remember how special you really are. Your soul had to be at least 7th dimensional to be allowed to incarnate on Earth, and, like most beings, when you step down into a body, much of your knowledge and wisdom was lost to you. Your guidance is to meditate for a few minutes each day on the gifts, talents, and wisdom held in your own soul. Then ask for them to be made available to you for your highest good. Be kind. I know, me too. It's just so cute. It's like little babe. Visualize the blue rose, so the blue Pleiadian rose, which is their symbol for love and energy and energetic healing, in your heart, and let the healing from the Pleiades pour through you, raising the frequency of your surroundings and touching people with love. This will help you to maintain a sense of self-worth and your true value. You are reminded that many angels are surrounding you, and some of the magnificent archangels are working with you. Judy, you may be at a crossroads in your life, or coming into a crossroad, about to be in one, okay? At the entrance of one. Where you are feeling more indecisive than usual. I'm getting indecision. I feel like there's a lot of negative self-talk going on and people actually talking behind your back. We just learned a lot of really amazing things about pigs, right? But what do most people think when they think of pigs? Dirty, gross, not us here, most of us, but some people, most people who aren't in this community. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on with you. Somebody who got some secondhand information about you went on to present this information to others not in your inner circle, in like your outer circle, like coworkers that you don't really hang out with outside of work, as fact. They didn't say, is this true about her? Or not that they should even be doing that, but they went and said, oh my God, did you hear? That's probably not the exact scenario, but somebody took some secondhand, watered down information and kind of used it against you. Where the wind blows, good night, and thank you so much for stopping in. Judy, I feel like what the universe is saying is love these people. Love the people who right now can't see past their own BS and jealousy. What the universe does not want you to do is take it out on yourself. Am I really like that? Do I really? With the negative self-talk and the self-doubt, okay? I feel like you're in a good place right now, but I feel like this week something is coming in that's going to be shocking. Like you're going to be like, where did that even come from? And you might even be a bit like have this like righteous anger about it. Like how dare this person something to that effect. So I would be very mindful about your emotions and about responding in love instead of reacting in anger, because I feel like you're really going to be pushed to the extreme limit this week, or perhaps, by the end of April, there is something like this that is definitely coming in. I see it very clearly, where you're kind of going to have to, I don't want to say eat it, because responding in love isn't bad for you, even though it feels like you're the one kind of losing face. You're really not, because the other person is going to be exposed for how they are eventually. Do you have a question? Are you raising your hand? Are you saying hi? Chillin' Charlie. Is Jennifer Bowman and Saint Vintage still here? I hope Saint Vintage is still here, because they said multiple times that they were, and I made them wait because I know that they've been here before. And you guys should know that, if you're in a rush or you need to go, you just need to let me know. Oh, Pine Island Research, thank you. Are you back? Are you back now? Because you're on the list. So we have Chillin' Charlie, Jilly Doom, and then Kim Horner. Welcome. Let me just get Kim on there. Saint, you are here. Okay, good. So we'll do Chillin' Charlie, Jilly, and then Pine Island. And thank you. That means a lot to me. But I'm just the oracle, just like the card. So I do, by the time, that's why I do it until 11 and not like just an even midnight, because I do end up drained, but I don't realize I'm drained until I stop. And then I'm like, ooh, that took a lot out of me, but I love it. I really do. And I love doing it. And I feel like it's what I was put here to do, is to give these messages. So, but I do really appreciate that. It lets me know I'm really doing the right thing. I'm in the right place here with all you wonderful folks who I do really cherish, our friendship, our relationships, whatever the extent. Chillin' Charlie, in the Beyond Lemuria guidebook, you got card number 29, and it's the card of harmonic light. Nope, that's not the right one. Seeing the divine in the eyes of another, relationships with deep bonds, karmic connection, clearing illusory projections, life-changing connection, transmuting dissonance, removing heart armor, being seen, and teamwork. This powerful image represents the divine we see when we look deeply into the eyes of another, and our armor drops. When we meet another being present in the moment with no stories, judgments, or insecurities. I felt a little overwhelmed and intimidated when I painted this card. I wasn't quite ready or didn't fully fathom the message. Then, some months later, I experienced it when I was looking into the eyes of my beloved. Shortly after, I encountered the divine in the eyes of a stranger when space was held for this surrendered openness. When we see the person standing before us as the gods and goddesses they are, it is a reminder that we are what we perceive in others. But also, when we drop into the mindless space of pure essence, we might see the world, seeing us, seeing them, seeing the infinite, eternal, and allowing all that is. Many people are seeking their twin flame, a life-changing, world-rocking, and unfathomably beautiful finding this soul can be. It is quite possibly one of the most intensely comforting, trigger-provoking, and sometimes painful connections we can have. Don't I know it? Those who are most dear to us can bring us to our greatest growth. That is why spending extended periods with our family can be challenging. And I have to skip a little because these are like 2.5 to 3 page messages. When we have a profound twin flame connection that feels beyond words and When we have a profound twin flame connection that feels beyond worlds and lifetimes, we bond with the other person so strongly that we choose to face the fire when we would usually walk away. Our passion drives us to seek resolution, to heal ourselves, to overcome barriers, no matter how confronting, not comforting, confronting it may seem, because our partner is worth it. And when we can rise, we rise together. Harmonic flight shows us that when we harmonize our energies with that of another in any form of relationship, we can soar to the sky. We can guide each other higher and higher by encouraging all that has been weighing us down to drop away. Divinatory meaning: what you see in the eyes of another is a reflection of yourself. This card may be encouraging you to look at the bigger picture of a close relationship. A perceived challenge may be an illusion or projection. This card may relate to family, teamwork, community, and ways you can harmonize dissonance for deeper growth. The bonds you share give you the power to transmute your fears. Put time and awareness into revolving karmic connections, or they will continue to play out. There may also be a life-changing connection on the horizon. So you could be meeting a soulmate, someone you're soulbound or contracted to, or even your twin flame. So, Chill and Charlie. Okay. Oh, Ralph and Cassie, thank you so much for coming in. Charlie, give me one sec. Oh, I'm so happy you made it, Ralph. Very cool. You're on the list. Just chill for a minute or a few minutes. All right. So did Lara come in as well? Lara, welcome, my paranormal pixie. I honestly don't know. I think he does. I think Steve does. I talk to him, but not usually about work stuff unless he's like, I hate this person, attack them. No, I'm just kidding. But we talk about my work stuff because he's always helping me with something, but I forget to ask him. Okay, Chill and Charlie. I feel like what this card is trying to say, what the universe is trying to tell you through this card, look at this, how beautiful, right? A twin flame. I feel like there's more to it than that, though. I feel like the first message I immediately got with this card for you is a message of when it said we are ourselves what we see in others. So if you're seeing something in someone that you don't like or that's really pissing you off, it's because deep down, subconsciously, maybe even, you know that that's a part of yourself. That's something that you have to work on as well, or something you've already overcome, something like that. I definitely feel like some kind of cosmically bound connection is coming into your life. I don't really give love readings unless someone messages me for a love reading specifically, because I don't like having to make the cards fit. I do feel like this card is bringing in a twin flame. Whether you're going to be that and that's going to happen in this lifetime or not, I don't know. But I do feel a very deep connection with somebody coming in. Is it this week? No. I feel like it's coming this spring, possibly even summer. This is a long-term card here. But I think the main message you can take away, Charlie, for this week, because there's so much in this one card, and that's why I don't use these cards that often in the one card readings, is simply that if you see something in someone that really bothers you kind of right from the door, the universe wants you to examine why that is and see if it isn't because it's something that you know you have to fix yourself. I'm getting a really fun vibe right now off this card. I'm thinking of your energy and I'm watching what's going on here, and it's like this really fun, happy time. So I feel like you have a lot of very good, fun, happy, some carefree time coming in the future, possibly, like I said, in the summer, to just kind of kick back. And I think that's when this connection is going to come in. For this week, I would look at any things within myself that I'm having trouble accepting in another. Okay. And see if you can't work on that to bring this divine connection in a lot quicker. All right. Jilly Doom. All right. I haven't used this deck in so long. Sweetly Morbid Bear. Yes, you guys are talking about the owls. I really feel like they're my spirit guide. My spirit guide, my spirit animal guide. Yes, be kind. Thank you for that. Kim Horner, you're in the right place. Our tribe offers love and light to any and all. Yes. And please hang out. If you're in any kind of rush, let me know. But I really don't have that many people left. We probably will end up going till 11 tonight, which is okay. 11 Eastern. Johnny Yuma, hi. More new names. Yay. I love when new people come in. All right. Yes, Jilly Doom. And, you know, that really says something. It really does. They're very wise and very ancient. They could be extraterrestrial in nature, a lot of them. I like that. See, this is why I have to do merch. There are people that have offered to help me with merch, but I need a site that I don't have to pay up front, but that also delivers quickly. So I might ask Dave who he uses for SOR. Well, I'm definitely happy you made it. For sure. You're guided by horses, Johnny Yuma. That's cool. I mean, all animals serve their purpose, right? Their beautiful, miraculous purpose. I've actually been hearing owls, and I always have actually since I moved into this house in September of 2017, since Ray and I bought this house. And I never lived in the country before, guys. Paterson, New Jersey, where I'm from, is all city. But it was so beautiful. I remember the first time I ever heard an owl, like actually heard one. I went outside and Ray's like, you're not going to find it. I'm like, I don't need to find it. I want to connect with it. And this was when I had everything blocked off. Like I was still using, I was in like a little 6-month hiatus, but I was going right back into using again. And yeah, I remember knowing where it was, but I just couldn't see it because I'm not an owl and can't see at night. Oh, wow. What a beautiful card for Jilly Doom. Paranormal. Thank you. Paranormal Pixie. Oh, Jennifer, you're next. I'm so glad you popped back in. Oh, be kind. You're like 1, 2, 3 more. 3 more after. So it's Jilly, Jen, Saint, then you. Then I was gonna do Kim because she's new, but you're coming up for sure. I don't have a block here, so I will tell you Amanda was here since the minute you walked into the room, but she's just like, shh, don't tell her, because she I think she enjoys feeling the energy. And I'm sorry, Jilly, just give me 1 minute. The energy of you, the happiness when you step into this room, from what I understand. And she was like, you can see, like, if you go back and rewind when you first came in, I'm looking over and like smiling and looking back, and I'm like, because I'm like, what do I do? I've got to read it for you. I'm so worried and nervous about that, but I will be settled here soon. And I think after Vegas, like I said, we might as well just go forward with it. I just have to make sure she knows not to go anywhere afterwards because I enjoy her company. Jilly, communication with unicorn, purification, and undercover action. In this beautiful card, the sacred unicorn and the magical fairy maiden are preparing for a mission. Oh, it's the unicorn and the maiden. Sorry. The maiden lives in the quote-unquote world, the real world, as we say, that we inhabit day to day. There she does undercover work on behalf of all that is magical, true, and soulful. Her ally, the unicorn, is to go to the etheric places and share her work with the creatures too long in hiding and ask them to come forward and let themselves be known again. Together, they are discussing what must be done next. The unicorn knows this information will be safe with the maiden, and the maiden knows that she too is safe with this magical creature. But they also know that there are those who would hunt down the unicorn for its marvelous knowledge, its magics, its alicorn, and its healing properties, and the mystic ruby that lies beneath its brow, giving those who possess it the power to see into the hearts of those around them and know their true intent. I must have been born with a mystic ruby. But together, they know they can do their work. They meet in the in-between places, out of sight, in your dreams, visions, meditations, and path workings. But it is her job to take the information back and to translate it into material form. It is in this way that purifying and detoxifying vast areas can take place. They both work for peace, and they both are able to see right into the hearts of those around them. If the unicorn and the maiden appear to you in a reading, you are being reconnected with your magical self, with your own maiden, your own pure, wild qualities, gentle and free, fierce and beloved, as is the magical creature, the beloved unicorn. Divinatory meanings. The unicorn is a symbol of ancient magics rising. That's magics with a K. And purification of the earth and the etheric realms taking place. The maiden and the unicorn standing together indicate that you are receiving communications about detoxifying, clearing your environment, following your life path, and being a peaceful activist for change, Jilly. The doors between worlds for you are growing wider and wider. More and more is coming through for you. Please know that you have a purpose, which is in the moment now to help the environment. You are a peaceful being, sensitive, and yet so very strong and powerful. Keep some of your work secret. Do not try to attract attention. The new children who are becoming adults now are aided in their life purpose by the unicorn. I think these are the indigos. It is time to protect and help something precious and threatened to survive. Bless your food and water to ingest healing unicorn energy. While this is a card of healing the environment, quote unquote, okay, this is more a card about healing the environment around you. So not just Mother Earth, not just Gaia, the around you, your energetic and auric fields, okay? And I did get kind of some, I don't want to say tearing because it's not that bad, but just some negative juju surrounding you, which normally I don't pick up. I can pick up that negative people are around you and that you're giving them energy, but I'm getting that it's coming from you. I feel like it's a feeling of being kind of pushed too far, a feeling of tired of the back and forth, a feeling of knowing how to make that change, like I said to someone else earlier, but simply like being like, when do I find the time to do this? How am I supposed to do this? You know, I literally see you like yelling at the air. What the universe is saying is take your time. There's no rush. Little by little, change something small every day, right? Step towards the change, even if you have to crawl little by little every day. Call on the unicorn. Call on the ruby heart. Call on the alicorn. Bless your food and water, at least for this entire week. All right. Messages coming. The door is widening. The veil is thinning, even more so for you than almost everybody else. And you know that already. You already know. But I feel like you're not paying as much attention to, and I don't mean this in a negative way. This is not me. You know, I just channel the messages. So please don't take offense when I say this. I feel like you're focusing more on the messages for self because you have so much going on and you have been getting so many messages that you're not realizing that a lot of what you think is coming in for your personal situation is actually also information for how you can help those around you who you see desperately needing help, but who won't admit it to save their lives. Blue Crossroads, did Blue Crossroads come back in? Is he okay? Blue Crossroads, I'm going to text you yours and Shauna's reading after I end this. Have something to listen to take your mind off of the storm. You don't have to message me back. Just get back to me and let me know that you're okay, you know, tomorrow or whenever things settle down, all right? So don't worry about hanging out in here. Go do what you need to do for you and Shauna, baby. And I'm going to send you guys a quick reading video as soon as I'm done here, all right? Wait, did Ralph can't leave either. I've got to give him a reading. Hey, Ralph. I don't think I have his email. I can't even. Ralph, if you're still in here, would you just say hi so I can read to you quickly? And if not, I'm going to have to go back to our comments. What, that I want to read my best friend? Johnny, what do you mean? If you're talking about Ralph, it's just that I ran into him in a comment section of one of my videos that I really I really connected with him that I needed to give him a reading if he came in tonight, but I didn't want to skip everyone that's been waiting for over an hour. Okay, Jen Bowman, Saint Vintage. Do you mean I'm like, I don't know what you mean. I just know that people are like, oh my God, you're so positive and everyone else is so negative. And I'm like, listen, if they're really channeling from source, it can't all be negative. The universe can give negative messages. Don't get me wrong. I've gotten messages of like someone's going to die in the next month, but the universe will also give a good way to either present it or what's going to come out of it. All right. Jen Bowman, Saint Vintage. Then I'm going to go to Kim. And then Be Kind. I've got to find Ralph. Johnny, I'm going to put you in there too. I'm not going to make you wait till last. But there's so little left. If I could stop running my mouth and just read. I know. I just get excited. All right, Jen, I am using You're Good, Blue Crossroads. Oh, Johnny, thank you. I've been doing this for a really long time. I stopped for a long time because I started getting into some dark stuff like in high school. But it's just my calling. Thank you very much, though. I do appreciate that kindness. Diogenes student. I was just thinking about you a few minutes ago. I'm like, where did he go? Why isn't he here? All right. That's what I'm trying to do. If I have to go a little past 11, no problem. The baby isn't here, so I'm not in any kind of rush. Jennifer and then Saint. Saint, you have been one. Thank you. I know you've been waiting. I mean, we all have, but all right. I'm using the Wonderland Oracle. Love this. I mean, I love all my decks, but love this deck. 15 messages for a rabbit, service to the animal world. Is it just me or did we get Diogenes? Is that it? I've heard that before. Is it just me, guys? Thank you, Miss Be Kind. Did we get a lot of like environmental and animal service tonight, right? More so than usual. All right, Jennifer. How queer it seems, Alice said to herself, to be going messages for a rabbit. I suppose Dinah will be sending me on messages next. I almost said end quote. Within this card, Alice finds herself fetching gloves and a fan for the white rabbit. While she hurries to help the strange little creature, she begins to imagine her cat, Dinah, giving orders. Alice wonders what she might be commanded to do when she returns home. In Wonderland, the lines that divide humans and animals are very, very blurred. When this card comes to you, it suggests that you can also understand the needs of creatures, animals, and wild things. By stilling the human world about you and tuning into the greater world, the energy that is all about us, you will know what is needed. This card also suggests time spent with creatures who are not human. You will become very close to a beloved animal, perhaps a pet or an animal you take care of. You delight in their company and in taking care of their needs. You will be fascinated with the way in which they communicate, and you will learn more about what they mean when they go about their usual habits. In short, you will become more attuned to the non-human world. The lines between animals and people are beginning to grow less and less visible, as it is in Wonderland. You will help animals, they will appreciate this, and you will be rewarded with a greater understanding, deeper connection, and many delightful moments as you come to know each other. When this card comes to visit, you will be gifted with affection, loyalty, and an expansion of your world. Stay aware of animal visitations, for wondrous spirit is speaking with you through their pure and wild presence. Divination, animal communication, a proximity to animals, enjoying the company of animals, an interest in animal behavior and symbology. Feeling drawn to animals more so than humans, intuitively understanding their needs, rewards of friendship, closeness, and trust. So, no making assumption about animal behaviors for you. Now, this could very well be true. You could be connecting with an animal as though it is soul-bound or contracted to you. You could have already done this. You could be worrying about an animal, connecting more to the animal world, maybe understanding their energy to even be something like an animal whisperer or something. That could very well be it. Jennifer, I really think what this is saying too is innocence. There is an innocence about you right now, or at least with something going on this week. And try not to make yourself too vulnerable to people who have hurt you in the past, too available or vulnerable to people that have hurt you in the past, or to people just coming in. Like, only for this week, try to be a little tougher on people this week if you don't absolutely 1,000,000% trust them. Okay, somebody is looking at you like your innocence that they want to take. That sounds really bad. I just mean like they want to manipulate or take advantage of you in some way. This is either someone, again, coming in from the past who has already tried to do this to you, or someone new coming in. It is not someone you know and trust. I can tell you that much. But they're looking at you like, a fresh mark for whatever reason. There's something this week that has you feeling very vulnerable. Like a lot of animals are vulnerable towards us. Like a rabbit. What is its defense really? It eats our carrots. What does it do when we pull the gun out? It's not like a bear. Do you know what I mean? I feel like what the universe is saying is use your intuition, use your wiles and your wits to really kind of outsmart these people by just keeping as much as you possibly can to yourself this week. Don't speak it unless it absolutely needs to be said. Spend more times in the animal kingdom, even if it's walking through, even if you don't have pets, even if it's just walking through the forest and kind of communing with the squirrels. Doesn't matter. You're better off around the animal kingdom this week than humans, because somebody is looking at you as though, you're a fish on their line. And I'm getting very strongly, it's someone who's done this to you in the past is trying to weasel their way back in. All right, Saint Vintage. And then I'm going to go, Kim, if you're still here. And then Dawn, be kind. Well, we'll just go with it. Like you guys said, go with the flow. Saint, I'm going to do the Fairy Forest. Well, Julie, that wasn't your reading. That was Jen's. Jennifer Bowman's. I wrote it down as Jen, so now I keep saying that. Kim Horner, I'm with you. All right, Saint Vintage. Let's do this. Jules, thank you. You guys are always so sweet. Birthday is 420. Very nice. So throughout my entire life, obviously I've dealt with death, right? But as far as people who I was close to, like enough to grieve and mourn, I've had 3 people my whole life, and I just turned 39. So that's a little bit. I've had people I love, don't get me wrong. Okay. And 2 of them were this year alone, between January 23rd and February 13th. But another one passed away in 2019. And the one from January this year and 2019, both their birthdays was January or April 21st. So my Taurus babies. All right, Saint Vintage, the Maybon. Blue Crossroads, you're still in here, so I'm going to do your readings. And yes, happy birthday. Shining Hope and Future. The Maybon is the child of the darkest moment, born when bright hope beckons you into a positive future, born out of what has seemed to be the most hopeless space you have ever been within. This card indicates that you are now thinking magically. What you think, what you are, manifests about you at all times. Now, with this new magical mindset, you begin to transform your life into one of delight and hopefulness, and to uplift your companions with your vibrant, positive energy. When we allow ourselves to shine, we become who we were always meant to be, and by example, we encourage others to become who they truly are. You are a powerful role model for others. Keep up the wonderful work. You still have many experiences ahead of you on your journey, but this energy is now your companion and your divine inspiration. Make a wish when you see stars. You may even have a homeland among them. This beautiful card of bright optimism is full of the joy everyone feels when you are celebrating magical living. It is effortless and joyful to do this divine work. The Mabon is the child born at winter solstice, so this card indicates a rebirth of positive light and energy after a time of lack. You are now about to receive great good fortune, and oh, how good the weight lifting off from your old self feels. Saint Vintage, this is a really great message for you. You're coming out of a time of lack, whether it be emotionally, physically, spiritually, and you're moving into a time of greater awareness, a quote unquote luckier time, right? A time of things manifesting a lot more quickly for you. With that being said, I want you to understand that manifesting quickly, positive and negative manifestations are manifesting quickly for you. So just watch any negative self-talk, and accept that this is really happening. Accept that the universe is rewarding you for all of the lessons that you've learned, all of the hard lessons that you've learned, that you knew you were learning, that you knew it was the hard thing to do and you went and did it anyway. And the universe doesn't take that lightly. As long as you can try your best as a human to stay in a very positive mind frame, you're going to be rewarded tenfold, 100-fold even. But try to keep that positive headspace as best you can. This week, do not let anyone come in and take that away from you or burst your bubble, so to speak, okay? Because of course, with positive, there's negative, and there are people looking to do that. All right, Kim, I'm going to use the Cali Oracle. Be kind, by the way. I thanked you on Facebook, but not personally yet, just because of some things I have going on, for the beautiful cards. I did not open my mom's and Damien's, but I'm going to send them to them with some stuff that Ghost Dragon sent me for them. But I did open mine, and beautiful. Thank you so much. I put them on my altar, as I always do. And I just really thank you so much for thinking about them, and for all you guys for always sending positive love and light and all the kind things that you say, not just towards me, but my family as well. And Lotus Girl for the beautiful red jasper, half moons and sphere, and dragons for everything that you sent as well. That deceased Batman box was amazeballs. You guys are just incredible. And all of you who have donated, just come in to show your support. Those likes, those comments really do mean more than you know. It helps me make money in the long run. All right. Yes, True Crime with Molly and Cassie. These are our brother and sister channels. It's not weird at all. It meant the world to my mother. That's the only, out of all the cards that she got, and she got a whole bunch, Damien too, they each put them on their dresser. Damien put it on his headboard behind his bed. He's got shelves. Yours are the only cards that are out. Johnny, thank you. All right, Kim, let's do this. Oh, Shauna. All right, Blue Crossroads, I'm going to do you next because I know that I definitely skipped you. We were really worried there. All right, you got Kurukula. Say that 10 times fast. Card number 34. I'm glad you guys are okay. I love you guys too. I know, he got bored of hanging out with his mom. He'll be back though. I think the channeling, all of the energy that it was oh, that feels good. was bringing up how he used to always see really evil things, and finally shutting it off and then bringing it back in. All right, Kim, she is vibrant, red, pulsating with the feminine power of enlightened activity, infusing our hearts with her capacity for sacred sorcery, to conjure and create according to love's guiding wisdom, to receive the divine inheritance of blessings and support for sacred fulfillment. Certain karmic conditions that resonate at a lower frequency need to be cleared away. The lesson is to release to receive. Kurukula symbolizes a time of rapid movement on your life path and freedom to attract what you need and want. However, you must be willing to let go of negativity and that which does not belong in your world. Kurukula is a shamanic folk goddess who was adopted into the spiritual traditions of Hinduism and Buddhism. Kurukula, I hate saying that, I'm sorry, is one of the Kali Nityas, the medicine goddesses of the waning moon cycle, a powerful sorceress, enchantress, and conqueror of enemies. Here is the realm of magnetism and charisma, spellcrafting, and the power of attraction. Kurukula's ability to simultaneously attract the beneficial and repel the negative is an extraordinary blessing. Her spiritual talents allow us to pursue our paths with eagerness, openness, and enthusiasm while trusting that any exploitative, sabotaging, or otherwise unworthy energies will not be able to cause any harm. If you have felt an inner conflict around being open, but have also felt the need to self-protect, perhaps due to your sensitivity to psychic energies, the oracle brings peace. In connection to Kurukula, we can be powerfully defended without being defensive and incredibly open without being vulnerable to negative influences. For the sensitives and empaths amongst us who struggle with picking up unwanted energies from others, she is a glorious savioress. She empowers openness combined with effective boundaries. This brings more peace and relaxation to the heart, which in turn enhances our capacity to attract what we wish in our lives. Her presence supports us to gain clarity on where our energies need to go and clear away distractions or ineffective methods or strategies. When she appears in a reading, be ready to move swiftly on the opportunities that arise and feel faithfully aligned with your heart. Her presence also signifies that if something isn't resonating, then do not hold out of fear. Do not hold on out of fear. Let it go. Trust that the divine knows how to resolve any complicating factors. Despite her status as a goddess of magnetic attraction, Kurukula doesn't resonate with clutter. Her fierce side repels it. This allows us to align our energies with what is truly serving the soul and to have the courage to release everything else if it hasn't already been cleared through circumstances beyond our control, which tends to be evidence of her protective divine handiwork. Release and you shall receive. I'm getting definitely right off the bat spring cleaning. Johnny Yuma, thank you so much. Now I feel bad because I kept putting Blue Crosswords off because I didn't see him coming back in. Kim, right off the bat, I got spring cleaning, like literal. So cleaning out like under your beds, your junk drawers, your closets, and I recommend this through all seasons to people when it comes up. I feel like you're unknowingly like trapping some negative or lower vibrational energy. Nothing dangerous or evil, just, things that might make you a little more stressed out or so you need to clear that out as soon as you possibly can. You could probably get started on it this week. And if it's not too much clutter, then you could probably, be done with it by the end of the week. I feel like this is a time of great prosperity for you as far as your emotional and energetic vibration, Kim. I feel like there's a lot coming in for you, a lot of information that you're more than happy to have, because I feel like it's been a struggle for a long time to decide what you really believe, what you are really capable of. You really, some of the concepts have eluded you for quite a while. And I feel like even coming in here tonight and taking that first step, that's really going to that's really going to show the universe that you're no longer fearing what it has in store for you. Let go of things that no longer serve you, people, situations, anything toxic. I'm getting toxicity, codependence, chaos. It doesn't have to be romantic relationship, but it's definitely something that's been affecting you and you've been going through for a really long time. And the universe is saying this week, just open up, allow the universe to work through you. And then you're going to be just fine from here on out, because every day it's going to give you a little more and a little more until finally you find your true purpose. Pine Island Research. Let's do Moonology manifestations. I know he was. I'm just going to film them afterwards. Thank you, Melissa Nicole. Guys, just so you know, my Twitter and my Instagram, there they are, but I don't use them right now. I will be soon. I'm wondering why I'm sweating and not feeling well. And it's because I forgot to take my medicine tonight. Okay, a Pine Island research, full moon in Taurus, detoxify. You need a detox to restore equilibrium to your situation. Perhaps you've been obsessing and have fallen into a negative headspace. Whatever the case, you need to release any dramas, possessiveness, and stubbornness to free up everything. Digging your heels in won't help, and neither will allowing yourself to be mean. It could be a spiritual, emotional, or physical detox that's called for. Find a balance between what your heart wants and what is the practical next step to take. Your challenge now is to balance yourself emotionally. This might not be easy, but it'll boost your manifesting ability far more than if you're over emotional and therefore out of alignment. Your manifestation affirmation for this week, I express love and love comes back to me. So that's another type of spring cleaning, clearing out all of the negative. All right. Clearing out what no longer serves you. People, that's people too. Okay. Not just situations, not just like, accepting that great new job opportunity. That's letting go of that completely toxic, codependent, like I just said, chaotic mess. Okay. That you've been dealing with for a really long time. Again, doesn't have to be romantic. It's time to move on, step into your power and understand that the mistakes you've made in the past don't define you. The people that you've made the mistakes with also don't define you. And I think that I've mentioned this to a couple other people tonight, or at least one, is that if someone's trying to use your past mistakes against you, or things that you regret or feel guilty about against you, they need to be removed from your life very, very quickly. It could also be, or it could be a part of a physical detox as well. Maybe you've been kind of eating on the go, or you've been super busy to really watch what you've been eating, watch your diet, something like that. Make sure not to blow off any doctor appointment. All right, Blue Crossroads. I know the rest of you are waiting. We've only got a few more left. Blue Crossroads, I'm going to do the circus this week. All right, there it is. Secret of Shinobi, card number 11. You're very welcome. Thank you. Shh. Can you keep a secret? It's time to play your cards close to your chest. Soon enough, you'll be ready to stand upon the mountaintop for all to see and hear. For now, let things unfold in the guarded privacy of your inner world. When the time is right to be seen in the light, you'll know what is true and what to do. Until then, be patient, be private, be committed, and wait for the right time to shine. This ninja goddess brings you a message. Sometimes being less visible, less transparent, less quote unquote seen for a time is helpful. It doesn't mean being dishonest or deceptive, but it does mean keeping your intentions and your truths to yourself until you see the best way to attain your goals. In fact, the best way to attain your goals might be more of the iron fist in the velvet glove approach. You might find that gentle persuasion works far better than direct confrontation, which can unintentionally inflame a situation and trigger defensive reactions in others instead of finding a way to bring resolution. If you've been frustrated that you're not breaking through into a more prominent position or not being seen as clearly as you would like, don't worry. That time will pass and you will be given your time to stand up and be seen at the right time. For now, at least, you can move more freely without obstruction, jealousy, competition, or sabotage if you keep your private affairs very private indeed. When it is time to show your hand, to reveal your intentions, and speak more openly and publicly about what has been gestating, you'll know it. But for now, let things come together away from prying eyes. Just for now, it's time to keep a secret. Blue Crossroads, you would obviously know what this means. I do feel like this is just reminding you, because I feel like you already know, not to tell everyone what's going on, as not everybody is going to have your or your loved one's best interests at heart. I see people accidentally sending like negative energy toward you. I see people doing it on purpose. Jealousy does very strange things. Shinobi means ninja. So secret of ninja. Yeah, no, I did not know that. But I feel like it's like, okay, so I feel like even people that you feel you can trust, it's like keep those close few. Don't keep making exceptions for more and more people if there's something you don't want people knowing that you're doing or that you're dealing with. Because again, there's going to be some purposeful and accidental negative energy, emotion, and intention aimed at you and those you love. I feel like something or someone from the past is going to be coming back in to haunt you, or trying to this week. I feel like just ignore it. Don't play into what they want you to play into, which would be reacting to them in like a mean, negative, or violent, lower vibrational way. Someone is definitely trying to pull you into their negative headspace. All right, be kind. Mm-hmm. Mermaids. Oh gosh. Ralph, I didn't know you left. I thought you left before, and I was like, oh no. I'm going to read you very soon. Please hang out. Be kind. You got the Stardust Angel, card number 22. Celestial Council of the Night, steer me soundly with your light. Navigate, instruct, advise. Share your knowledge, make me wise. Enlighten me, help me decide. Be my astral spirit guide. A dazzling beauty floats on the water, but her gaze is fixed toward the night sky. Her soulful eyes seek guidance from the heavens that are radiantly reflected in her hair. Divination meaning follow your guiding star. We all have someone in our lives that we can look to as a role model, somebody who can guide us in times of trouble or uncertainty. Now is just such a time, and it is in your best interest to turn to this person or to follow his or her example. Their wisdom, good sense, and strong moral compass are precisely what you need to get your own life back on your preferred path. The antithesis says look for guidance within. Lately, it seems everyone has something to say, some word of caution or piece of advice. Sorting through so many opinions can be a daunting task and one that is not really necessary. You have great intuition and a solid set of principles, so you need only look inward and make the right decision, the decision that is right for you. I definitely don't feel it's time to look inward. I feel like it's time to... start looking more towards not other people, though. I'm not that you can't turn to people for advice, be kind, but I feel like you should be turning more towards spirit, towards our favorite spirit, and also your guides. Okay, there's a message that needs to be conveyed to you, but it has to be directly to you from spirit. So I feel like if you sit and meditate, even if it's a couple minutes every day this week, like 7 to 10, 12 max minutes, you're going to get this message. And I feel like you're going to get a visual too. There is someone or something that desperately needs your help. And I feel like if you're not already dealing with it, like trying to figure out how to help this person or this situation, it's going to hit you all at once this week that's what you're supposed to do. Like that's what you have to do. But as you and I have talked about, And again, sorry about the candy, guys, but I have low blood sugar. Like, you have to do it without draining yourself physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. And I feel like you're going to get the message from the beyond on how to do that this week. It's really important you take that time, though, to try to do that meditation. Send those questions up to your angels, to your loved ones, to your guides, and you are going to get the right answer back. Be kind. Just be patient. Hang in there. Don't let it get overwhelming, okay? All right. Johnny Yuma. Sunny, are you still in here? Kim, good night. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Oh, Melissa Nicole, poor baby. Okay. You're after Johnny, if Johnny's still here. Kim, you're always welcome. No problem. I got it, Dawn. No worries. All right. Sunny, it's you then. I'm going to use the animal deck. I think I've used these for you already. Okay, Johnny. Sorry, I'm going back and forth because I don't see people right away. So this is for Johnny. Be kind. That's the whole point. That worrying right there, right? You're going to get that answer. And I feel like it could even be something you're already dealing with as a way to help both yourself and this person, okay, or this situation. The message is going to be to get that stress out of there, okay? You guys aren't going to believe the card that I just pulled. Johnny, you got the owl. Listen to the messages of the angels. Yeah, Sweetly Morbid Bear, I agree. I definitely agree. Okay. Yeah. I haven't pulled this yet either. Owls are fifth dimensional birds from Lacumae, the ascended aspect of Sirius. They carry the wisdom of their home star in their energy fields. They are known as wise owls because their energy enlightens people and also because they have big, round eyes. Actually, this does seem familiar, but I don't know. Their sole mission is to hold the blueprint of the fifth dimensional vision for our planet as we move towards the new golden age. They try to impress this onto people and animals and inspire them to raise their own frequency. Owls serve as teachers. At night, they gather together elementals in their area and impart knowledge and wisdom to them to help them ascend. They are very protective of them. They also clear lower energies from their particular territory and are helped in this by cats. Some species of owl hoot or screech. Others growl, chirp, whistle, or make a different sound. On one level, this is to communicate with their own kind. In another, the vibration within these sounds brings through messages and wise guidance from the angels. This is the card of the wise teacher, and you are being advised to use your knowledge carefully. You are not just imparting information. When you communicate, the energy in your aura is raising the frequency of those you speak to and helping to enlighten them. This is a sacred mission. Start to notice how people are drawn to you and choose your words judiciously because you have more impact than you realize. Be aware that you are clearing and cleansing the energy around you. This means that you need to take extra care of yourself and rest more. Give yourself time to absorb the messages of the angels. So, Johnny, I feel like whether you know it or not, you are some kind of conduit, okay, to bring messages, kind of like I do. But yours are going to come like empathically, like feeling that someone is hurting or not doing well, and then sensing what advice to give them. I feel like a lot of people are coming to you right now simply to drain you, whether it be of your money, your time, your energy, your emotion. And what the universe is saying is, whether you realize it or not, you've done a lot of healing this year so far. Okay. So maybe try to spend some time doing the things that you like to do for fun, or connecting with your guides just to connect for you, meditating, taking walks out in nature, whatever it is that you like to do, a hobby, it doesn't matter. This week, the universe wants you to rest and take time for you. Be around people who are energetically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever, draining as little as possible. I feel like you know who these people are. Like when I say an emotionally draining person, someone comes to your mind. You're going to be getting phone calls, emails, text messages from people this week asking for your opinion, your advice, your help, and just taking way too much out of you. The universe is suggesting that you unplug, but I know for a lot of us, it's not possible to unplug for an entire week. So do what you can to protect your own energy. All right, Sunny. I'm going to pull the animal cards for you too. Thank you, SMB. Llama. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. Blue Cross Road. All right, Sunny. Llamas originate from Lacume, the ascended aspect of Sirius, and they incarnated into South America, which is closely connected to Venus, the planet of love. They help to keep open the hearts of those around them by bathing them in Christ light. Be kind. Don't. I swear, don't. It's going to turn out well. That's kind of good that you're feeling that, because now you're going to look for that information and that advice. Llamas are gentle, intelligent creatures. Llamas are gentle, intelligent creatures, offer their wool and their strength in service. They respond generously and loyally to fairness and love, but they know their own limits and set clear boundaries, refusing to be overburdened. They are sociable animals who love to be with other llamas, and this helps them maintain a fifth dimensional frequency. They bond with and protect any animal they are asked to look after. Like many heart healers, they are gentle, patient, and understanding with those who are in need or sick, raising their vibration and giving them healing. This is a card of pure love. It suggests your heart is warm and open, so you may let others impose on your good nature or drain you. Decide what is acceptable for you. Be kind. This may be coming up for you too. As we are all energetically entwined, it may be enough for you to define these boundaries mentally. However, your guidance is to be prepared to enforce them tactfully if necessary. Then you will find it easier to follow your heart and be loyal, caring, and patient with your loved ones and those in need. Remember to find time to see positive friends and do things that make you feel relaxed and happy, as this will give you energy and keep your frequency high. It will benefit you to tune into the cosmic heart for love and support. I feel like this is, Sunny, not only you, but it's like you, Be Kind, and Johnny all wrapped up into one. Taking that time for yourself, not allowing yourself, Sunny, to be overburdened. It's okay to be loving and caring, but don't be a people pleaser either and end up getting walked all over and or possibly used. People may not even realize that they're using you. Okay, they just may be vampiric in a way where they don't realize that that's what they're doing. But every time after you even speak to them for 2 minutes, you're drained. It's time to move away from that person, even if just for a little while. You definitely need to recuperate. You are being drained spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically by someone, as in a person, or by some situation. It's time to take a step back, start with this week, and just kind of back away from people a little bit. That doesn't mean you can't, hang out with your family and your closest loved ones, but I wouldn't be letting too many new people in this week, Sunny. Definitely not. Dawn, is Real Truth still here? Dawn, I'm going to read from the Lantern Oracle. Yeah, Ghost Dragons, because you know I'm going to be running out of here. I've got to pee so bad, but I got 3 more readings. I'm not letting that stop me. All right, Miss Dawn. You're very welcome, Sunny Bear. For Blue Crossroads? What happened? Was Blue Crossroads, or do you mean Be Kind? Paranormal Pixie. You're very welcome, Miss Be Kind. I don't know what we do without, I don't know what I do without any of you guys, really. All right, Dawn. Card number 13, False Beliefs. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations they confine us to. Great card. And there's an owl. Our unhelpful core beliefs are predominantly invisible. So are the ways they influence our experience of reality. Our false beliefs act as tinted lenses that harmfully distort our perception of the world, others, what is possible, and ourselves. For example, you might believe the falsehood that you are not good enough, that you are unlovable, or that you're bad. Such inaccurate convictions will inform how you make sense of your experience, as well as influence the impossibly high or dangerously low standards you have for yourself, others, and relationship dynamics. False beliefs have the potential to be particularly dangerous because we cannot see what others are using them to manipulate us and take advantage of us for. Our false beliefs blind us to what we allow into our lives and how we co-create or even perpetually repeat an unwanted, toxic, or even potentially dangerous situation or pattern. When we can see how our thoughts, feelings, and choices contribute to what is happening for us, we have the key to set ourselves free. Upon learning to see clearly and truthfully, it is up to us to replace our false beliefs with true ones and to live by them. This requires us to love ourselves enough to replace the lies such as, I am unworthy, with the truth, I am worthy. The featured mother supports you in centering yourself with the magnificent light of your spirit self. She encourages you to walk your path to the pace and the rhythm of your own beat and to turn every obstacle into a way forward. This card suggests a time of increasing awareness. By identifying what is actually taking place for you in the present, your refined clarity and focus will begin to change it. It is up to you to continue this process of awakening to your true self and potential by questioning, reflecting upon, and actively dissolving whatever misbeliefs are blocking you from your power. Like the featured mother, walk only at your own pace and according to your inner knowing. Step by step, you will incrementally see what needs to be tended to next and how you can go about it. Journaling is a useful tool and most loyal and empowering ally for this kind of work. Talking through what comes up in your journaling with someone safe and appropriately informed can be of incredible benefit too. Mother's message. False beliefs create darkness in areas where the mind requires light the most. Hold every question in the illuminating space of your heart. Accept the answer that shines through, even when it is contrary to what you want it to be. The heart, like the owl, is too wise and white ever to lie or mislead. Dawn, I feel like, you may be struggling with some people, again, lying to you, but about you. And I feel like the universe wants you to take the time to understand why people are able to do this. Like, even if it doesn't affect you very much, you still always have that thought in your head. Like, if someone says, you're not good enough, you might know that you are, and you might say, like, I know that I am, but there's going to be that little nagging feeling. And the universe is using these types of little things this week to get you on a more direct path to your higher self and source for ascension. Okay, collectively, we're all going from 3D to 5D consciousness. All of us, I believe, in this community, and those of us who are aware of how to get there and what it's going to take. Dawn, you are definitely intuitive. You always have a lot of really insightful things to add on to the readings. I feel like you weren't put in here for no reason. I do feel like in your personal life, though, outside of this, you may be questioning, is that what's really going on? Are these thoughts really yours? Where is this intuition coming from? If not, it will be something that comes up this week. The universe is saying, spend a little more time trying to meditate, trying to connect to your higher self. And also, whenever you start to feel negative, really sit and ask yourself, is this true? How can this be true? Try to make sense of what you're telling yourself or what others are telling you. I read for Ralph, didn't I? I didn't read for Ralph. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ralph, I'm going to do Angels and Ancestors. Sorry about that, bud. Yeah, because I crossed him out before when I thought he left. Sorry, guys. It's the end of the night. All right, Ralph, this is you. Come on. Mountains, stand your ground. Ralph, hold firm to what you believe in or are focusing on because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountains are strong and wise. They are rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They have been where they are for thousands of years. They have been home to animals. They have been climbed by humans, and they have seen seasons come and go. No matter what has happened to them, they have remained strong, immovable, and unshakable, and so they can offer the spiritual energies of strength and resilience. Mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in the energies of heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do next, the mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are, talk things over with those around you, and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the end of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Taking that time for yourself to heal. Again, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, psychically, right? It doesn't matter. Taking that time that you need, okay? And making sure that people understand, even if you don't have to tell them why you need this. They just need to understand that you do. And if they really care about you, that's going to be enough. I feel like it is time to take a time out. I feel like people are asking way too much of you lately. Being a Pisces, right? Not wanting to always, not wanting to ever say no. And like a lot of people in this community, no matter what their sign is, people pleasing, avoiding confrontation, right? The universe is saying it's time to stand your ground. I was going to say take a stand, stand your ground. Stand your ground, okay? No means no. You don't have to explain yourself why you don't want to do something, why you won't or can't do something. Those who really care about you and love you genuinely are going to be there whether you say yes or no. They're going to be able to see that you're hurting or struggling or when you're hurting and struggling. Okay? Do not continue on this path of people pleasing. And if you don't know how to get yourself out of it, if you can't seem to stick to boundaries, if you can't seem to reconcile yourself with some kind of situation in your life that's going on, the universe is saying that's okay too, because the change is going to happen and it's going to come to you. Edgar's case. All right, guys, you got to give me like 2 more minutes because I got to grab my meds and I've got to pee, but I don't want to stop just yet. So I have Paranormal Pixie, Jules, and Edgar's. So I'll be right back, guys, if I don't fall and break my neck. Much better. All right. Paranormal Pixie. Oh, Real Truth. I don't know if I said that before. Real Truth, are you still in here? Paranormal Pixie, we are going to go for you with the Angels of Atlantis. Yes, when I do the weekly pick a card on Mondays, the reason comments are off is because on this channel once I did a monthly, I think it was like September of last year or something. I just decided to do a monthly for each sign, and I got so much trolling that I decided to keep my Oracle stuff to myself, because you guys can always email me. These ones I keep open though. Did it? Something hit my camera? I'm gonna have to go back and look. That's weird. Ralph, have a great night if you're leaving. Oh no, yeah, in this stream I always leave them on for sure. It helps the algorithm, and plus I like hearing your guys' feedback. Oh, okay. All right, Paranormal Pixie, let's do this. There it is. Zafkiel, the card of ecstasy. Zafkiel wishes you to know that divine ecstasy may come in any moment as a deep feeling of passion for your spiritual growth or as an aspect of your love, whereby your whole being is transfixed with the choice you have made to join the mystical pathway. The two gatekeepers on this path are awe and joy, both of which are closely aligned to ecstasy. As you experience this heightened state, be aware of the whispers of the angels. As you see in the oracle, angels use this high-frequency opportunity to impart sacred, loving information to us about our journey. They give our higher self information about a choice we need to make or how to open vistas of consciousness about our ethical existence. Trust the angels, for they will always have your heartfelt interests in their hearts. Okay, so I don't just read these cards as your communication with angels. Okay, I feel like this is something that's going to come into your life. There are cards of joy, happiness, whatever it may be. So I do feel like there is a lot of happiness, perhaps on the border of ecstasy, coming in your life as you go about this quote unquote, like the book said, mystical path. Okay. The path of true enlightenment, connecting with your higher self, with, other consciousnesses, being a part of the collective shift. I feel like you are on that journey, and I feel like the universe is really moving things around so that in your life, particularly, so that you can make more sense of these things when they show themselves to you. All right. This week, I would look for extra signs from the universe that, for what decision they want to aid you in making next, Lara. I feel like whatever brings you the most happiness and joy is, sorry, here, RJ knocking. Whatever brings you the most happiness and joy is where the universe wants you to go, but you may not be able to see it. So definitely turn to the universe. Make sure that you're speaking to the angels. You're trying to connect with your higher self, okay? And doing what needs to be done to get you exactly where the universe wants you. Because they can just put you somewhere, but they'd rather see you do the work. I guess Real Truth is not here. Edgar's, are you still here? Jules, I'm going to do yours now, and then I got to go. The little munchkin is home. He's going to come running right back up here. All right, Jules. Intention. This card shows a woman holding a vessel of water. This card shows a woman holding a vessel of water. Her gaze is directed and purposeful as she steadily pours the contents into the ether. She hovers on a starlit background of blue and aqua, the colors of the throat chakra, which represent communication and clarity of thought. Water has the capacity to shapeshift form into liquid, vapor, or solid, depending on which atmospheric conditions are present. Just as the atmosphere shapes the form of water, so too the power of intention activates and shapes your reality. Indeed, all creation is driven by the power of intention. Drawing this card prompts you to contemplate your aims and intentions. Be clear that they accurately reflect your feelings, thoughts, and spiritual aspirations, and think deeply as to whether they are honorable and worthwhile. Reach for your highest potential. Events may not always manifest as you wish, but the purity of your intent will be recognized and accounted for in accordance with the laws of cause and effect. As written in the King James Bible, quote, as you sow, so shall you reap, end quote. So may the harvest of your wise intentions be bountiful. Make sure that you're not being too fluid in your reasoning. That you're not, I'm trying to think of how else to put that, that you're not kind of bending the rules too much to make things work out for those around you, that you're not giving in too much and ending up enabling one specific person because you care so much for them and you don't want them to make any of the wrong decisions. Okay. Jules, I feel like there is someone in your life who needs to learn their own lessons, and you're constantly changing, not your core beliefs, because you are who you really are. And I don't feel like you're a fake person in that way, but I feel like you're constantly kind of shifting things around to make them feel better, to let them know that you're there. You know, no, I don't have to go see that movie I've been waiting 6 months to go see. Of course I want to dog sit for you, your 17 puppies, you know, whatever, things like that. It's gone on long enough. If you don't know who this person is, I feel like you do, but if you don't, it could be that it's somebody coming back in from your past who used to do this to you all the time, coming in fake as though they have some kind of different intention when really they have the exact same ulterior motive when dealing with you. So be very careful this week, especially for that. All right, guys, I have to go because I have to put all of this away and then get RJ to sleep. Melissa Nicole, I read for you, honey. I read for you. I don't know where. I read for you. Oh my God, did I skip you? I have you written down between Judy Wheeler and Chillin' Charlie. I'm so sorry. You should have reminded me. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I cross people out and then I'm like, oh, they're still here. Melissa Nicole, I could always send you one like I'm going to send Shauna. I really appreciate that. I got to go though, guys. I've got to get all this stuff put away and get RJ to bed. But I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for your kindness and for being here. And I'll see you guys this weekend. Bye-bye. Good night. Melissa, thanks again. I will send you a short one card pull.